Hello gamers, what's up gamers? Hold on, I gotta mute for a second just to get my avatar showing up. Cause that's actual game music you're hearing. I'm on the menu screen. But yes, Scarlet Stardust Zone says Cybershell getting ready to stream a whole another game about rolling. It's also another game about balls. It's another game about becoming the ultimate baller in a way. But yeah, I've been streaming a lot lately. But today, this is going to be a shorter one. I just did like 13 hours of Barkley content this week, so this will just be like an hour or two of some chill Katamari streaming. Why don't we just get right into it? Enough of this good pre-stream screen. Let's just get right into it. I assume, like, surely everyone here knows about Katamari Damacy, right? I'm not, let me just explain. I love the King of all cosmos. I love the Prince. I love everything about Katamari. I love the aesthetic. I love the super weird. I know it's like the ultimate, whoa, Japanese people are crazy kind of type of cutscenes, but I just want you to know I love all that. That said, I'm just gonna be skipping all that shit today. I just don't give a fuck. I'm just here to chill out, zone out with some classic Katamari gameplay. That's all I'm here for right now. The classic Katamari gameplay. I've beaten this game on the PS2 around 18 quadrillion zillion fucking times in my life, but I bought Reroll when it came out, and then I never actually played it. I mean, I played it like a smidge, but I didn't actually beat it. The game is not that long. I mean, if I was a smarter streamer, I would have saved Katamari for a day where I could just do the whole thing in one run. That's not what I'm doing. Again, I just have to reiterate this a couple times through the start. I put in the title of the stream here. It's just going to be a shorter, chill stream today. I'm just going to do a few levels, hang out, talk to chat. Originally, I was going to do my first ever, I'm not even going to play a game. I'm just going to sit and talk to chat. But then I was just looking at my Steam library and I saw this. I was like, oh, fuck, I really want to zone out and play Katamari. This game fucking rules. Oh, this game rules. I love it so much. It's such a good game. It's such a unique game. There's no game that you can ever play. I mean, you could make a Katamari clone. It's not like it's unclonable, but it's just such a unique premise. It's so simple, so satisfying. It's actually crazy to me to imagine that there might actually literally be like a guy in chat right now who just never even played this game, or God forbid, never even seen it. So just to humor that guy, if he exists, which he can't, I refuse to believe he exists. But if he exists, let me just explain. Katamari Damacy is a game about rolling things up. So you might be able to tell. You probably have already figured it out just by looking at the screen. That's how good and simple of a game it is. But you start as a little ball, and then you can only roll up things that are a certain size smaller than you, and then you just keep doing it, and then you just keep getting bigger. And if that doesn't sound fun, you're an asshole, okay? I don't know what you want me to say. It's a fun game. It's just a fun-ass game. Has a great soundtrack. Love it. Love it. Great style. Love it's got a certain aesthetic to it where it's low poly, but not in a, when you think of low poly in a traditional sense, it's like a stylized low poly, and it looks really good. This is a PS2 game. This is a Steam game. I'm playing it the Steam re-release, Katamari Damacy Reroll. Katamari 1 didn't release in Europe, says Aurelia Game. I did not know that at all. This game and We Love Katamari. First of all, We Love Katamari, they announced that's finally, they're going to do a Steam version, or did they already release that one? I can't remember. But I remember this one came out, and I was like, I guess I'll get it. I didn't really need to get it, but I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, like, I'm such a snob, so I was like, well, I've played this on PS2. I've had a million years to play it. Everyone who cares about Katamari's played it. But at the end of the day, making something more accessible for more people. I'm playing like shit right now, too, by the way, because I'm just trying to talk. It's not even that hard to play and talk this game. I'm doing okay. I'm like autopilot. Trust me. I'm already getting sidetracked by my own brain here. I'm getting stun-locked by my own thought patterns, but I would love to see a speedrun on this game. I don't understand how a speedrun works. The levels are timed. I guess speedruns would just be like, either hit the minimum and then quit the level. I think you're allowed to do that, or just get as big as possible, which isn't really a speedrun. It's more of just a high score run, but whatever. But, yeah, the original creator of this game only was involved with, like, the first two, and then he quit. Now he, like, makes, like, playgrounds or some crazy shit like that. No, I got stuck. Yeah, it's crazy the kinds of games that I'll just hear randomly, like, oh, this game never came out in Europe. I'm just like, what? How the fuck did this super popular, super famous game never come out in Europe? And then there's all these crazy games that I know that I thought were Japanese exclusive. And they're like, oh, no, that got a European release. It's crazy, man. Thank you, Europe, because there's a lot of games I can play in English that have official translations. only because they came out in Europe. But yeah, I love Katamari. I don't even know what to say. I don't even have any like critical hot takes. Oh my god, I completely forgot that once you finish getting all the shit on the ground, you're supposed to go back up on the table and get everything up here. No, I have 8 seconds to unfuck up my whole ball. My whole ball. It's so fucked up. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I love this game. I'm just gonna say that like 48 times. Poodle skirt. Talk about Operation Soda Steel a lot. That's funny. You say that. I finally added some more buttons under my Twitch bio. You scroll down. Originally, it was just the donate button, because originally I wasn't even a Twitch affiliate, and I had that there just so you could give me any money when I didn't even have subs. And then I finally added some links. I was like, well, I already have the link. The link is there in the next to the about description. But I finally added some more buttons, and one of the buttons I had 7 buttons and I wanted 8, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck am I gonna make I need 8 buttons so it's symmetrical and it looks nice, and I just gave up. I just put a link to the Soda Steel video with that thumbnail again because it's just such a perfect little thumbnail, isn't it? Sniff DFS. Cyber, have you ever played BCV Battle Construction Vehicles? No, I haven't, but that sounds like a cool game. I want to construct a battle. Thank you, Mr. Guy Real. Hey, congrats on affiliate. I must have missed it. I'm actually close. Thank you, Aurelia Gaming. Funny timing. I'm actually close to hitting the minimum requirements for partner. That's actually one of the reasons I was going to do a chill stream today, because I can almost have 12. And I think I mentioned this before, not to ruin anyone's hopes, but I've been streaming a little more lately than I usually would. I think I mentioned when I started streaming, ideally, I would be streaming like once a week, maybe twice a week if I was like had a reason for it, but I've just been streaming a lot lately because I don't know. I have to force myself to do it. I can't just do it once a week. It's too hard for, at least like right now, because it's like always such a big deal. Now I'm actually starting to get in the hang of it. Now I'm getting the hang of streaming. Streaming's not like something. It used to be like if I wanted to stream, I really had to like dedicate the whole day to making sure I didn't have anything else, because streaming was such a big deal for me. It was such a like a mental exhaust. It's like this is such a stupid thing. I mean, it's not stupid, but it's also kind of stupid, which is just like streaming is so exhausting, even though it's like I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking and playing video games. It's stupid, but at the same time, I don't know. But thank you very much again, Aurelia Gaming. I do appreciate that. It is crazy. They say, I thought I'd stop by watch your videos for years. I hear that from people, and this isn't like this might sound a little, I don't know, elitist or weird or something. Like, it is just crazy to me that like, there's people who have blown up, and they've been making content on the internet for like 2 years or something, and that's not a short time, but like you can blow up and have like 1 million subs or whatever, and that's fine, and that's cool. And there's also just like, I can have like, there's people who come up to me like, dude, I've been a fan of you for 15 fucking years. I've been a fan since your Half-Life Let's Play, since your Sonic Let's Play. I'm just like, damn, dude. No Zoomer is ever gonna be able to compete with that level of parasocial. What the fuck? Am I picking up SD cards? What the hell are these? Oh, these are just like memory cards. I get it. It looks too futuristic for the time setting of this game. Yeah, Cubic says I've been around since the Sonic 2 LP. It's just crazy. I've been seeing some of these names. I mean, usually I recognize people from just being on Something Awful with them back in the day. But I've also had just people who have been fans of mine who weren't on Something Awful. It's people who just only knew me from YouTube and stuff. And I'm also very grateful to them. Vasily says, oh my god, your Half-Life LP. Was that the one? Wasn't that the one where you took pictures of your monitor? And yes, you were completely correct. That gimmick. That Half-Life, okay, I'm not going to make a whole thing of this, but I will say, it aged poorly in a sense in that I'm constantly using slurs, but to be fair, even back then, I explicitly made it clear. The Half-Life LP is in character. I'm playing a character of a guy who doesn't understand how to take screenshots, and he has to take pictures of his monitor. What slurs? Oh, you know, just the R one, the F one. Mostly just those two. You don't understand, guys. It used to be considered epic. It wasn't considered offensive. It was only considered epic when you were a teenage boy in the mid-2000s. I don't know. Does Namco suck nowadays, or do they make good stuff that aren't? That is a good question. They have been doing a lot of remakes, haven't they? I was talking about that. Does anyone know? I asked this question in chat, and I didn't look at the chat, so someone probably already told me the answer. Is the We Love Katamari remake out, or is that just announced? Howard Hands, are you in your 40s now? Seems like I should be that old, right? I am pretty old, but no. I'm in my 30s, which is basically being 40, honestly. I might as well just be a fucking decrepit, dead corpse at this point. Announced, not out yet, June. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Jet Set Radio Future? Dude, I played you. I played you on stream like a couple weeks ago. You're a good-ass game, dude. Yeah, again, I won't make a whole big deal out of this, but to be fair, I will admit, you know, not everyone necessarily used slurs or whatever back in the day, just completely willy-nilly. But, so I shouldn't be like, oh, everyone did it. I'm completely not culpable at all, because everyone did it. That's not necessarily true, obviously. I mean, obviously, especially if you, like, were gay, you're probably not going around using gay as an insult. But on the other hand, just if you are a Zoomer and you didn't live it through that time, you just have to understand, everybody fucking talked like that. Okay, do you understand? Everybody talked like that. Every fucking boy my age, everyone in my high school. And I know, again, nobody wants to hear me talk about this. It's so embarrassing, but like, I'm the one who brought it up, so I might as well finish the thought, finish the fight, which is that, I don't know. I never said that kind of stuff with hate in my heart. I know you still can't say those words because it still makes it more normalized or whatever, but if anyone was here like, oh my god, he said slurs, he was a homophobe, he was a racist, no. I never even fucked around with that racist shit. I always knew my place as a extremely pasty white boy. I shouldn't be fucking around with that kind of racial humor. I'll leave that for the actually funny people. But, yeah, I don't know. Hashtag cyber redemption arc. I never had a redemption arc. I just stopped saying the words, you know what I mean? And there's a whole bunch of people on, like, 4chan who are like, he's not our guy anymore. He's not based. He's cringe. He's a lib because he stopped saying the R slur. I don't even necessarily personally, like, when I hear that word, it doesn't make me go gasp and cover my ears, but I just don't want to offend. There's too many cool people who I know who don't like that word. I just don't want to annoy them. I don't want to bother them. I just want to be a cool guy too, okay? I just want to be a cool guy. I also used to use autism in a way that was, it sounded very much like I was using it as an insult. And I'm not 100% saying that I 100% wasn't using it as an insult, but I never been diagnosed, but I have a lot of, on the spectrum type tendencies, so I always sort of meant it with an air of solidarity, I wasn't like, haha, autistic people. I make fucking videos about Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, come on, for God's sake. For God's sake, do you really think I actually think I'm superior to anyone like that? But, yeah, I can't believe I just wanted to have a chill stream where I play Katamari and talk with chat. I'm the one who brought all this shit up. Cyber gets the A pass. Good to know, good to know. Another thing, this is just another thing that I swear, is I'm known as, like, you guys know me, right? You guys know me as, like, the guy who swears a lot. I say fuck. You know me, I basically invented the word fuck. Back in the day, I put cunt in the beginning of all my Sonic Let's Plays. Just, not even, I literally, in my mind, I was like, the reason I thought cunt was the funny word is because everyone said cunt was, like, the worst swear word. But I didn't, in my mind, I never was like, oh, it's a misogynistic thing to say when you say cunt. Like, I was calling the robots in Sonic cunts. I didn't, didn't have any negative meaning towards that, yeah. But anyways, the point I was getting at was I used to swear all the time. I used to say fuck all the time. And I still do. If you've been watching my streams, you might have heard me say fuck and shit and all this stuff. But, I swear less than I used to. And I swear, in the other sense of it, I never was like, okay, guys, I'm going to cut down on my swearing. I'm going to be less sweary. I just sort of naturally have been swearing less as I've gotten older. And it's funny because I really never in the day even was like, I'm going to go out of my way to swear a lot. I thought I was just talking normally, but I guess I just swear a lot more than the average person. Prick is a great word too, says Ryan Sock. I agree. I agree. Poodle Skirt says, the only people I ever knew who refused to curse ended up being part of a real-life cult. Yeah, I never have been like, I would never curse. I never have been like that, but, there are people who try to call me out for, like, sanitizing my videos just for saying fuck less, and it's like, guys, I just say fuck however fucking much I fucking feel like it, okay? Cut me a little fucking slack. But yeah, sorry, I don't have the effort to voice act fucking King of All Cosmos. Great character, literally one of the top male characters of all time. He's like one of those male role models, I should say. Just breaks shit, doesn't take responsibility, makes other people fucking fix his problems. Bandicario says wanker. Yeah, I always love to use random British slang for no reason. I think it's really funny. I said I was gonna skip these, but these cutscenes with like the Minecraft humanoids are so funny. Poodle's rubbish goes hard, but no one says. See, that one cracks me up, dude. I've been watching a little bit of Red Dwarf recently. I love that show, and gotta start incorporating Smeghead into my vernacular. I just love British slang. Okay, it's just fucking funny to me. Yo, what's up, Oprah Zeb? How's it going, my man? Cubic says Bell End is also a top tier. Dude, it took me so long to understand what Bell End even was referring to. Party of one. That's just a Chad move, honestly, Oprah Zeb. So in the original Katamari, it's almost crazy to think of. There's only 3 fucking maps. They're not 3 exact maps that are the same every time because the object layouts are this change. But there's just the house, the town, and like the I don't know, what do you call the last one? It's like, I don't want to say Earth because it's like it's like the big oceany area. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh god, the music in this game is just on another fucking level. It's on another level. It's so weirdly satisfying. I wish I could articulate to you. Maybe you get some sense of it just from watching it. If you haven't played it, play this game. It's such a good game. This is my hearty recommendation for playing Katamari Damacy. Because it's so weirdly fun and satisfying just to roll things up, get bigger, be able to roll up things. If I'm trying to bump into something, oh, I can't pick that up. I'll be back for you. Do you think this game helped kids want to clean up the room? Nah, probably not any more than Tetris, because if I could have a Katamari in real life, oh yeah, you better believe I'd be cleaning the shit out of my room. Oh, Ikaruga says, oh darn, the king literally speaks vinyl scratch. I know, it's cool, right? The game just has a lot of aesthetic cool shit going on. It's funny, I don't know if this was like, I don't know if they ever even considered giving the king like voice acting, or if that, he's very verbose, maybe that would have been too much work, too much money, but the, his weird, just record scratch way of talking rules. It rules. Yo, what's up, Big? I saw you sent me that you finished your FMA video. I haven't actually watched it yet, but I have my YouTube open in my second tab. I always do this thing where I just accumulate YouTube videos, and then I just sit down and I watch a shitload of them at the same time. How do you people have time to watch YouTube videos, and watch TV, and play video games, and do all this shit? And also, if you make crap, if you work, and if you make crap like me, how do you have time to do all this shit? I feel like there's not enough time in the day to watch all the crap I need to watch. I don't watch TV. Yeah, you have to cut something out. TV's been gotten pretty bad lately. I can't fully cut out TV. There's too many shows. I mean, if I cut out TV, I wouldn't have been able to watch Better Call Saul last year. But I don't know. It's because of that. I feel like I never have time to watch streamers, and that's the thing. So I extra appreciate you guys being here. I do watch streamers. I don't really watch streamers in quotation marks. I like to watch my friends when they stream. The only streamer in quotation marks I watch really is Germa, and that's only because I'm allowed to, because I'm an old head. I'm a fucking fan since the Star in Germa TF2 days. You're not allowed to be a fan of Germa unless you've been a TF2 head. You motherfuckers! It's actually, no, I'm actually super fucking happy for him and how popular he's gotten, because he's definitely a super wholesome, chill guy. I love TF2. Me too, Bandicurry. I've been thinking maybe someday I'll do like a TF2 stream, but I don't want to get stream sniped. I don't want to, you know, there's a thing where it's like, if I streamed TF2 and Banny wasn't streaming TF2, I could probably be the top TF2 streamer of the day. But there's like a thing where people have been like, in the past at least, I don't know if it's still going on, but people would like DDoS servers. They would just find whoever's the top TF2 streamer, find their server, and DDoS it just to be an asshole, I guess. So I don't even know if that's feasible. Top TF2 streamers day is not a big accomplishment, sadly. I know, I wasn't trying to say it was a big accomplishment. I'm just saying I have to worry about that. Cybershell versus Banny 1v1 MGE. I would get destroyed 1v1. I have killed Banny. I've fragged Banny plenty of times just because over the many years I played TF2, I've ended up in a server with him a handful of times. I mean, I've never like killed him more than he's killed me, but I have killed him. There's this crazy kill I got on him in Egypt where he was full health as a scout. I was a scout. I was under him in a hallway. I shot him with a meat shot, and it killed him. And he was like, "What? How did I die? I had full health. How did I die to a meat shot?" It's because I pushed. He was above me, and I pushed him onto one of the torches, and that finished him off. It was like the weirdest kill I've ever got in my life. Pig says, I was a major stoner, 2-fort, sniper, spy sniper player. Dude, I've had many an hour zoning out on 2-fort. I love to zone out on 2-fort as well. I love to be all try-hard competitive, 5 CP, but I also love to zone out and be a stoner zone on 2-fort. I will always say, Spy is like the best class, and Sniper is the worst class. Sniper is just the worst class because it's the most boring. It's just the most vanilla, generic shoot guy from across the map. He has weird balancing issues. I don't know. You can watch there's a whole discourse in TF2 about this. I don't need to get into it. And Spy is one of the weakest classes, but he's also the best class just because he's the coolest class. Oh, Robo, what's your guilty pleasure TF2 map? I've mentioned this on stream, but Turbine, I love Turbine. Turbine's the only map I ever bought a map stamp for, even though I know, okay, I know Turbine is a bad map. You don't have to explain to me that Turbine is a bad map. You don't have to tell me Turbine is a bad map. I know Turbine is a bad map. I don't play Turbine to play CTF. Just like if you play 2-Fort to play CTF, no offense, you're a dingus, you're a dummy. Those are just... CTF is a bad game mode. No offense, like it's just not that good in terms of competitive play. It's just good for stoner chilling out, and I play Turbine for deathmatch. DM. Are the TF2 bots gone yet? No, afraid they're not gone. The bot problem... I haven't played TF2 in like 6 months, but when I was playing it, the bot problem had been improved. It wasn't gone, but it was better than it used to be, and there's still places like Uncle Topia you can play. Howard Hands, do you like weed, Cyber Shell? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a weed streamer. I live in Washington, so I was here. I was one of the people that voted to make it illegal, and I was like, yes, this is epic. And I was definitely a bit of a stoner in college. I definitely smoke a lot less now, but I prefer it over drinking alcohol. I'm not like not as a qualitative judgment thing. I just don't like getting hungover. I really hate getting hungover, actually. It fucking is like the worst feeling in the world. And I have a horrible alcohol tolerance because I never drink alcohol. It's like a vicious cycle. Favorite weed moment? Probably that time Harold and Kumar went to White Castle. Man, that's my favorite weed moment. Some people just can't deal with weed. Some people, it's one of those weird things where alcohol mostly, well, the weird thing, I would say alcohol mostly affects everyone the same. It does to some degree, like, it affects your motor skills more or less the same for everyone, minus, you know, you can have tolerance for it. But then again, there's some people who are like happy drunks, some people are like sad drunks. It just sort of affect you differently on most levels. Weed, on the other hand, is completely, like, some people makes them chill, makes them happy. Some people makes them paranoid, makes them want to fucking, it's like the worst. It makes them feel so bad. So if you're not into weed, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? It's probably better not to be into any kind of drug, even like caffeine. That's probably the objectively superior thing to do. But I don't care. Life's too short. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Dark Passenger. Someone who used to be a stoner. I've never been to White Castle. Don't worry. White Castle fucking sucks. I've only been there like once. I'm not even an East Coaster. I used to live on the East. I grew up on the East. Whatever. Point is, I was just saying that as a meme. I don't actually. White Castle sucks. Don't worry. You didn't miss anything. I mean, maybe it's fine if you're stoned as hell, probably. What kind of drugs do you think they were on when they were making this game in Japan? Well, it's a wacky game. It's kind of a wacky... You guys noticed that it's a wacky game? Bow wow. It is funny that you get special little comments for certain things you roll up. Cyber, do you Black Tar? You know I do. I love to do Black Tar. Black Tar is great. No. Sorry, I'm a loser. Never done hard drugs. How about blue meth? No. No, unfortunately. I would if it was real, just because I'd be like, oh, Pog, this is a Breaking Bad reference. Dude, actually, it's funny. I think that's like a real thing that happens. Is like when that show's popular, people are adding like blue food coloring to real meth. Because that whole blue meth shit in the show, obviously, I mean, everyone knows this, but that's not like a real thing, obviously. How about that dank kush? Yeah, come on. If you knew what the Cyber Shell lore, you'd know about the dank kush. I will say, some of these levels, it's not that they go on too long, it's just that, like, I'm probably just going in a loop and I'm ignoring, like, a super populated part of the level with a bunch of shit to pick up, but once you meet the minimum quota, it's all about going for that high score. Oh, wait, there's a trophy. There's a bonus over there. Weed Pranos. Dude, I'm wearing that shirt right fucking now. I'm wearing that shirt right fucking now. Oh, that was just a Japanese lantern. My bad. Get that cat. It is funny. There's certain things you can only pick up. Oh god, am I stuck down here? There's certain things you can only pick up, like humans. You have to like knock them over, and then you can pick them up. The mechanics of this game are kind of interesting. Like there's moves I haven't been using, like this dash move. I'm curious. I mentioned this in the first stage. I'm curious. I want to see what a speedrun of this game is like. It must be like I think you're allowed to leave and go back to the home planet as soon as you hit the minimum, right? Or is that just something you can do in like the tutorial level? Something that's slightly annoying about this game, not a major flaw. Something slightly annoying about this game is I wanted to be able to start it up and then play and get on the menu, but it's one of those games where as soon as you start it, start a new save file, you have to go through the tutorial, including the first level. Cyber, should I rewatch BB for BCS? Last saw BB in 2013. I wouldn't say it's necessary, but it might be a nice, fun thing to do. I mean, I like to rewatch Breaking Bad, so I guess I have a biased opinion. Hey, Cyber, have you seen some Japanese animes recently? I'm trying to think. Not really recently. I go through phases where I'm like an anime head. I watch a bunch of anime, then I don't watch any anime. I think the last newest animes I watched were just Chainsaw Man and Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho was really good. I was a fake fan. I'm a fake Mob Psycho fan. I completely ignored that show until season 3 was airing. It wasn't even like I intentionally did it that way. In fact, I didn't even know season 3 was supposed to be the last one until I started watching it. But I was like, I knew it was gonna be good. Okay, there's certain pieces of media where like I know this is gonna be good. I know I'm gonna like it. That means I can just put it off till later. You know what I mean? And I finally got around to watching it, and it's really good. Okay, it's really good. It's way better than One Punch Man. I don't know why everyone is such a boner for that one. I'm not even a hater. I'm just saying. There's way more heart and pathos. To be fair, I guess I have a biased view because I'm also a fake fan because I never read the real mangas. I'm a fake fan. I'm an anime only fake fucking fan. And everyone knows poor One Punch Man had a very bad season 2, unfortunately. Dude, Reagan's dub is a new ground legend. That's really cool. That's really cool to see guys like that getting into the dub scene. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm not much of a dub watcher. There's a few dubs I have a fond attachment to, or obviously the ones I saw growing up. I wish I didn't pick up this thermometer, because you can have like a fucked up Katamari. I have a fucked up Katamari now. It'll fix itself. It'll even out. Not much of a dub watcher. I love like a Cowboy Bebop dub, Samurai Champloo dub, Paranoia Agent dub. I love that one too. A lot of the stuff I just saw on Adult Swim. Again, I'm not even saying these dubs are superior to the subs or whatever. That said, I used to be very much a purist, like, subs, not dubs. And I still personally am that way, but I totally get. You know, some people just don't want to read subtitles. Some people just want to listen. It's fine. It doesn't really matter that much. Obviously, when there's a translation issues, that's one thing. But who gives a shit? Oh, thank you, Oprah Zeb, for the bits. The bits! I always forget that's even a feature. Growing up is starting to like one's art style over Mirage. Oh, dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I do want to read the original manga of the quote-unquote bad-looking One Punch Man and the, someday I'll read Mob Psycho too, just because, you know, why not? But, you know me, of course I'm going to love that kind of art style as the Tails gets trolled appreciator, as the Tails gets trolled enjoyer. Of course I'm going to appreciate quote-unquote shitty art. Fucking mice knocking me all around. Johnny Miniature Cyber, what's it like being 32? I'll be honest, it's a lot like being 30. Once you get to a certain point, you kind of stop giving a shit about the actual number. As long as I'm not 40, then I'm gonna start having my midlife crisis. Don't worry. 30 is the new 20. Everyone knows people are way less emotionally mature than they used to be. Is it like being 27? It's exactly like being 27. In terms of other anime, I have a problem. Not a problem. Not even a, you know what I mean. But I want to be the guy who's the cool guy who's always watching the new seasonal stuff. Which, for not to be an asshole, but you're not a cool guy if you're watching the new seasonal anime. In my mind, like, I want to keep up to date on the anime, but I never do. I always just watch old shows that I've seen a million fucking times. Like I explained, I think I mentioned on the Jess Already Future stream, I rewatched Tatami Galaxy recently. I love that show. It's a good show. Everything by that guy, Masaki Yusa. Everything. Ledge. He's a ledge, as we say in the business. I want to be the guy stream when. You're not going to be seeing me stream that one, sorry. I missed out on the Kaizo, I want to be the guy fad back from like 2008, 2009. Sorry, I'm no Proton John, okay? I'm not going to be bouncing my way off those fucking spinies or whatever. Should I feel sad about rolling up cats? No, it's okay. They're going to turn into a star. I think that's the ideal goal of any cat anyways. Oh my god. Again, this is cope. This is pure copium on my part. I know that's the word the kids are using, but I normally wouldn't be this bad at Katamari, but I'm sort of just... I'm not like strategically like zoning out, oh, I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go to this area. I'm sort of aimlessly rolling around while I read chat. And I should be okay. I mean, maybe on the later levels that's not gonna be enough to pass. I think I'll probably be okay. I mean, I have 7 minutes. It looks like I have a lot left, but you start, like, the bigger you get, it's like you snowball. I mean, obviously, it's redundant to say it like that, but you know what I mean? Like, the bigger you get, the easier it is to continue to get bigger at a faster rate. I think aimlessly rolling around is the go-to strategy for this game anyways. Oh yeah, did you watch the newest JoJo? Yes, I'm caught up on JoJo. In terms of both, I guess. Has there been more of JoJo Lands? I only read the first chapter. I think that's the only one that's out. If there was more than the first chapter, I should have seen people fucking talking about it on my timeline. But yeah, I liked Part 6. I've always been a Part 6 appreciator. It's weird as fuck, but I like when JoJo gets weird as fuck. New JoJo Lands in a week, okay. Oh, yeah, right. It's on, whatever, that Seinen magazine, so it's like on a monthly update thing, right? Did you watch the 80s OVA 2? I haven't for a while, but once, back when I first was getting into JoJo, yeah, and I watched Part 3, I was like, what? There was like an original anime? I knew that because I've seen clips of it in like OVA Hell 3 and shit. Like, there's a lot of stuff I knew about JoJo. Here's the funniest thing. I've known that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure exists since like 2002 maybe, and the reason I know it exists is because one of the only FAQs actually written by CJC, the creator of GameFAQs, was for the Dreamcast JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting game. So I knew about that title for so many years. I had a completely incorrect mental image of what that show was like. I thought it was way like sillier and more aimed at kids and shit. I don't know. Just the name JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. It's not a bad. I don't want to be misspeak here. It sounds more like a children's show, I think, than it actually is, if you know what I mean. Earlier game, he says, I thought JoJo's was a Capcom game franchise series. I basically did. There's probably a time I literally exactly thought that because I didn't even care enough to be like, oh, it's actually an anime. I was just like, whatever. Yeah, JoJo's Wacky Adventure. I can't believe they didn't localize it as that. I have yet to get on the revision. I've had certain runs in this game where I just go off. I'm like going insane. I'm getting like every single item in the level. That's what I mean. I would love to see like a TAS of Katamari picking up everything else. Oh god, you told me if I had 50 centimeters, I would be able to pick up most. Well, it didn't tell me I'd be able to pick up most things, but usually when you can break the barrier to get into an area. The PS2, the Part 5 PS2 game was going to be called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's so crazy to me that game even exists. I always forget about that game. Does that game have like an English translation? I know I've seen people stream it, but they might have just like coped with the Japanese, if you know what I mean. It has a fan translation. Of course it does. It would be insane if that game didn't have a fan translation, to be perfectly honest. It does now. Yeah, I like Part 5 too. I'm a Part 5 appreciator. I mean, there's not like a part of JoJo where I'm like, the whole thing fucking sucks, but I don't know. I guess Part 1, it doesn't suck, but, you know, it's one of those things, I would never, ever tell anyone to skip Part 1 or 2. I mean, if you skip Part 1, you're not going to appreciate Part 2, and if you don't skip Part 2, so you have to watch Part 1 and 2. I get the wanting to start at Part 3, but everything feels so much more, like, crazy when you're like, damn, this ties all the way back to, like, Victorian fucking England, you know what I mean? I get what people would say about Part 1, though, okay? I'm not going to pretend like... It's not quite to the... It's so crazy how his art style has changed. It's so crazy, dude. I want to see the Lost Movie fan. Like, dude, that is insane, that Lost Music. There was an actual on-stand movie that people... You could go into a fucking theater in, like, Japan and, like, see a movie. And it's you just gone. You will never be able to see the movie again in your life. I mean, maybe it'll leak or something, but it's just crazy. Like, how bad could it have been that there's so many bad anime movies. Like, there's so many bad movies that are like, how bad could it have been? It couldn't have even been that bad. I refuse to believe it. Like, it probably would be bad compared to the, like, Part 1 anime. I don't know. I definitely understand why people appreciate Part 2. You know, so much of JoJo is about having, the, you know, that whole meme. I don't know if it's a meme. People, it's like a hot, cold thing where it's like, you know, it sort of alternates between JoJo's. Sort of looks like it might be staying true with Part 9, where it's like, you know, hot, cold is sort of a weird way of putting it, but it's like Jonathan is very serious and solemn and like whatever. I mean, I don't know. Jonathan. He has his silly moments too, but I mean, compared to Joseph, it's nothing. But then Joseph, compared to Jotaro's like the ideal of just no nonsense, take everything super seriously. You know, it alternates. In Part 4, the protagonist was very fun and happy. In Part 5, JoJo is very, he wasn't dour exactly, but he was very serious. And then Jolene was super. I guess it sort of swaps. You have to cut them a little slack with Part 8. Like it reverses because Johnny in Part 8 is or Part 7 is definitely more hot, and then Gappy is a little more cold. But then it looks like we're getting back on, dude, Jodio looks insane. He looks like fucking insane. Seriously. He's gonna be an insane protagonist for an insane part. It's gonna be fun. There's more items on top of the house. Yeah, you know, I've just been doing the thing again where I've been going in a loop where I should be trying to explore new areas and get over here, get on the roof. Oops. I shouldn't have gone inside. I know that was not the strategically correct thing to do, but sometimes you see an opportunity to get a person and you're like, I gotta do it. Oh god, am I even gonna be able to navigate out of the house? I mean, I've already beaten the level. I already hit the minimum 1 meter requirement, but now I'm just hanging around. Now I'm just rolling around and talking about JoJo. I didn't even mean to get on a whole JoJo thing. I really meant to just bring it up as a thing I had watched semi-recently. I apologize. There must be people in chat who are like, I've never seen JoJo. I'm so fucking tired of always hearing people talk about fucking JoJo. Oh, what's up, Spen? Have you heard of Bolivar El Hero? It's a Colombian anime movie that was so bad they hid their existence. It was literally an urban legend. Dude, that sounds like an interesting piece of lost media. There's got to be some guy who's made like the ultimate lost media video on that, because that sounds interesting. I'm always, you know, lost media is always interesting. Even when there's no like conspiracy, there's no anything interesting about it. People go insane over lost media. So lost media that was like actively trying to be hidden. Now, that sounds interesting. Cybershell lost media video. Do you mean like me making a video about lost media, or a video about Cybershell lost media, like as in one phrase? Yeah. Which one? Okay, I was gonna say Cybershell lost media. The latter would be. I have a bunch of videos that you'll never see ever. I'll never see them again. I mean, I've talked about this before, but they were on Google Video, and there was a brief period where Google Video was like, you can import your Google videos to YouTube. I think this was before I even had a YouTube channel, so I didn't even bother saving any of them. And all my shit that was on Google Video was garbage. Like, I got a video camera, I was just recording absolute nonsense for fun. One video, the only video I actually kind of wish I could see again, was me and my friend. Like, we took everything I had in the kitchen, threw it in the blender, made it just some disgusting concoction, and drank it. Obviously just inspired by Jackass or some stupid shit like that. Yeah. The only reason I wish I had that video is because I went through all the pain and suffering of that. I wish I could at least have had some kind of, you know, I did it for the video, which now no longer even exists. Now I just have the horrible memories. But, yeah, in a way, I'm a little sad, but in a way, I don't really give a shit, because nothing I lost was like, actually, oh no, I didn't lose anything like amazing, like, oh, like my Soda Steel video, something that would actually be useful to me. But, I feel like kind of lucky that I even was allowed to have an online internet presence growing up that could be forgotten to the sands of time. Today, kids growing up post every cringy thought they ever had on Facebook or Twitter, and now they're like 18 and then go back and see the shit they're posting when they're like 6 years old. That's so... I try not to use language like I would kill myself, but dude, I could fucking see the shit I was writing online when I was like 10, and anyone could go look that up, and with a Google search, I would not be an internet creator because I would be too embarrassed. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, you know what? That's funny. Aurelia Game says, IDK, I think losing my Mugen Papa Roach AMV I made when I was 10 was depressing. Dude, I have a lost AMV. There's a lost Cybershell AMV I made about Resident Evil 4 to the song Bone Cracker. I don't actually remember if that's the name of the song, but if you know the song, you know the one I'm talking about. If you'd ever seen that, it was on Google Video back in the day. Of course, AMV... I always thought it was just funny to use the term AMV for things that weren't anime. It's not that fucking funny, but it kind of is funny. Like, the first video on my channel is a fake AMV about my own Half-Life LP. Oh, yes, Neo Viper and fucking Dailymotion, bunch of Let's Plays that were on there on CDK. At least Dailymotion is up. Like, I uploaded a bunch of stupid videos to Dailymotion back in, like, 2008, and those are still up. But Dailymotion does suck. But at the same time, it will be sad if I wake up one day, it's like Dailymotion is gone forever. Because who cared enough to archive all the shit on there, you know what I mean? Duck Bowling says, as an 18-year-old, Instagram does this really cool thing where it shows me the cringe-ass shit I was posting 3 to 4 years ago. Okay, the reason I never got a tattoo is because of a really good video by... Well, first of all, I never especially wanted one. I've never, like... I was gonna get one, and then I saw this video. But, I saw a video by Red vs. Blue, which was just like, okay, think about the things you thought were cool 10 years ago. And, like, actually, would you want that permanently, like, on your body forever? Like, no, I wouldn't. I don't want... When I first saw that, it's like, I wouldn't want, like, a fucking Power Rangers on my body forever. I mean, Power Rangers are cool, okay? I'm not fucking dissing the Power Rangers or Sentai stuff, okay? If you're a Sentai head. If you have Power Rangers. Would you get a Sonic tattoo? You know, I thought... If I was thinking, like, if I ever got a tattoo... I know getting video game tattoos is unspeakably cringe or whatever, but I would probably get a fucking video game tattoo. Actually, no, I would... speaking of unspeakably generic and cringe, I would just get the brand from Berserk. And so every time I look in the mirror, I can remember and be sad. Like I deserve to be. And I know sometimes some people are like, yeah, stuff I was into 10, 15 years ago, I'm still into. That's cool, okay? That's cool. Maybe there are some people who would there probably, believe it or not, there probably are some people out there who have gotten tattoos and not regretted it. I know it's like hard to believe, right? But it probably is possible. It probably has happened. Tails gets troll tattoo. Now that's a good idea. That one wouldn't age badly. Lady Emily got the brand of students. A lot of people have that tattoo. I think it's a cool tattoo. I want it because I want people to know I'm a struggler. And I suffer every day of my life. Every day I wake up, I remember, time to read the new Berserk chapter. Oh wait. Again, I'm actually interested to see what his team does to finish it. I'm interested, and I'm not gonna be a hater, but it's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. Okay, that's all I'll say about it. Flood bong tattoo. Okay, there's some pretty good tattoos. Okay, I'm not a tattoo hater. I wasn't trying to be like, don't get a tattoo. I was just saying personally for me. That's why I didn't get one. I will say the last official, again, official is not the right word, but last real official, whatever you want to call it, chapter Berserk. It was almost a weirdly super poignant way to end it. Like, he could have just ended it there. It would have been like the monster ending, you know, where it's just like, what the fuck? It ends right there. But then we think about it for years and you like, sort of digest it, and you're like, okay, I guess that wasn't so bad. How's Bubsy 3D doing? He's doing good. He's still doing good. I hope I'm big enough for this. Usually I like to bulk up a little more before rolling down into the city. Ooh, fuck, I didn't get a strike. Well, I did get a strike. In bowling, if the ball bounces backwards and hits the pins from behind, it still counts as a strike. Oh, God. I would get the bit of Control-Alt-Delete where he knocks down the video game's bad billboard. I would love to get that entire comic where he's like, you know, that where he's having that insanely long rant against Jack Thompson. Just get that entire thing as like a full-body Yakuza back tattoo. The Control-Alt-Delete anime series is phenomenal. So, yeah, the annotated series, a version where people uploaded to YouTube and would put the annotations on. I was so sad when I thought that was going to be lost forever. It's not lost forever for two reasons. One, there's like an extension you can download that preserved a lot of the annotations. Not all of them, I don't think, but a lot of them. On all the major popular videos, at least. And there's also people who just, like, screen capped, you know, that video. Ooh, I'm picking up the Daikons. The Daikon 4s and the Daikon 3s. Modded Yakuza would be great with model and texture shops. Someone's got to get on that. It would be it's too memeable. It's too, like, there's too much meme potential to let that just be a silly idea. Super Rayman 3 says, Jack Thompson. When was the last time I heard that name? Right? Right? Talk about irrelevant. I think I actually just saw him again recently. He was trying to... It's funny, he got, like, disbarred. And they did, like, change his Wikipedia from, like, Jack Thompson attorney to Jack Thompson activist. You gotta fuck up really bad as a lawyer to get disbarred, okay? Lawyers are always doing shady, unethical shit. That's basically what being a lawyer is. You ever seen Better Call Saul? But for real, though. Barry Zuckercord. Now, there's a lawyer. Speaking of Barry's Duckicorn, except not really. That's another show I finally got into. Thank you, Buy Freshwaters. I will buy Freshwaters. Thank you. Was that show Barry? I finally got around to watching that. And that has Henry Winkler in it. He's a good actor. Dude, he could literally just live the rest of his life getting royalty checks or showing up on Family Guy to reprise the Fonz, and he would have still go down as like a legend of pop culture. But he's continuing to like put out these like crazy good performances. He rules. And what's his face? Mr. Hader. Turns out he's a good actor, and you can't deny it. Not that I ever did deny it, but you can't deny it. Thank you, Howard Hands. Thank you for the Prime. Much appreciated. I was trying to think. I never deny Bill Hader or whatever is a good actor. But I personally, this is my personal thing, but I never really cared for Saturday Night Live. I never, ever, have ever given a shit about that or really understood the appeal. So anyone who's like heavily associated with that show, I'm always like have this like, thing about them where it's like, I mean, to even get on the show, I know you have to be like super fucking talented to some degree, but I don't know. Anyways, now I like him. Not that I ever actively disliked him, but you know what I mean. Captain Sheepy says, I don't think anyone actually likes SNL. Dr. Gibbs says, SNL was only ever good with the original guys. That's what okay, to my understanding, again, I don't even want to get on a whole fucking sidetrack with this. SNL was very good in like the day with guys like Bill Murray or whoever the fuck was on it, Chevy Chase. I just, I don't know. Can I get back up this hill? I think I can, right? Oh, I don't think I can fit back through this hole, though. Oh, well. Fuck. Bill Hader contributed stuff. That's right, he was a writer on a season. So many people have randomly been, like, a writer in the writer's room. I think Brad Neely was in the writer's room for, like, a season or something. But, yeah. Rest in peace, Norm. Okay, yeah, you know what? I will say, there have been... It's not like I've never seen an SNL clip that made me laugh, and all this stuff with Norm. I've, like, never seen a Norm clip that doesn't make me... Just something about Norm's demeanor. Even when he's not being funny, just the way he is fucking funny. I don't know, it's so weird. What is Brad Neely up to now? Dude, I was just having a Brad Neely renaissance. I watched all of Professor Bros, all of Baby Cakes on all his YouTube channel, and I watched China, Illinois. In my mind... I was never a China Illinois hater. I always liked China Illinois, but it has such a different vibe from his YouTube videos, and I love his YouTube videos are like so full of weirdly beautiful pathos and comedy, and they're very short too. There's like no filler. So in my mind, I was like, yeah, China Illinois. I don't even think I ever watched the last season, but I finally got around to rewatching it. If you go in not expecting it to be his YouTube thing, it's still extremely enjoyable. I feel bad because I never even tried to watch The Harper House. He did like a generic looking, it looked very normal and generic, like a sitcom. And I was interested in it because it had Ray Seahorn as the main lead actress, voice actress. So I was going to eventually watch it. Then it got canceled and I was like, eh. I didn't even hear that many good reviews about it. I wasn't that into Harg Nolan. He did like a sketch show, which wasn't bad, but like, China Illinois is already so insane. It almost practically was a fucking like, you could just put those characters in any situation. You might as well have just made that a sketch. I don't know. I just wanted Brad Neely to do whatever he wants to do. I just want him to be happy. He was just posting on Twitter, like he's still working on stuff. When you're like in LA and you're like working on projects, it's not, you can like, it looks like you can disappear for years, but you're really just working on a bunch of projects. You know what I mean? Dude, Cubic, why? Yes, Washington, he's coming. That's the most famous Brad Neely video to my understanding. That video got taken off YouTube in like the last year, and I don't know why, and it had like 15 million views. You can find re-uploads of it, of course, it's because it's so popular. But I was angry when I found that out. I was like, dude, I don't know why. There might even be like a legit, I don't know why. I wonder if it's like a fake copyright strike or, I almost want to bother Brad Neely on Twitter, but I don't want to bother him. It doesn't matter, but it's fucked up, dude. That video is like, literally like, I used to watch that in college and I was like, it was just like, damn. I don't think, dude, the shit on YouTube is so good. It's like better than the shit on TV and people are just making it for free. It's crazy. Your old chance. Cyber, you know a lot about looking like you disappeared for years while working on stuff. That's true. I had my Hollywood arc. I was really just in Hollywood the whole time trying to get the Cyber Shell show pitched to Netflix, and they kept being like, no, we're not doing a show based on a YouTube channel talks about it doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? You're insane. And I was like, no. No, I'm just kidding. Comedy is cool television. Holy crap, you're right. It's gone a bit early. I know, right? When I went to Brad Neely's channel, because I was just going to do I'm going to watch everything on Brad Neely's channel again because he's a genius. I was just having one of those moments. And I sorted by most popular. By the way, I'm gonna go on this rant again really quick. Try not to get it. Fuck YouTube. I hate that you took away the ability to sort by oldest video first. Just let me do that. Why did you have to take that away? There's no reason to take that ability away. You took it away. I hate whoever works at YouTube that made the decision. I have to stop myself before I start saying something that's gonna be banned on Twitch, because fuck those people. I hate that so much. It literally enrages me. But what was I wanted to search by oldest first, I couldn't. So I just searched by newest first and scroll to the bottom. But I also searched by most popular, and I knew the Washington video should have been at the top of that list, but it wasn't. It was gone, and I was deeply concerned. Again, if you haven't seen this, I mean, if you don't know anything about Brad Neely, like, I try not to stay on one topic for too long. If you never heard Brad Neely before, you're probably just like, what is this guy talking about? I promise you, this is an iconic, hilarious video that was taken down. That was on the site. It was up for like 15 fucking years. And then just randomly was taken down for, what must be no reason. I refuse to believe there is a reason that would satisfy me. So, yeah, I don't know. The Washington video is good. The JFK song is underrated. People don't give that one enough credit. That one's funny too. I mean, all his videos are good. I guess some are just better than others. Wait, Brad Neely's Washington is gone. Yes, it is gone off his channel. It's not like lost media. You can still find re-uploads of it. But it's not on his channel anymore. I don't know why, and it makes me mad. I don't like, dude, you know me. I had this whole thing in the fucking Soda Steel video where like, you gotta preserve stuff online. You know, people just, including me sometimes, they just don't appreciate how, you know, stuff online, it's not like there forever, okay? Sometimes it can just disappear. Shit that's been on YouTube, like, that's never gonna disappear. It can just disappear! Scarlet Stardust says, I can't remember if I ever posted anywhere, but I wrote a creepypasta about Katamari from the perspective of a dude who gets picked up by it once it's huge, but you didn't know it was about Katamari until the very end. That's a funny bit. I can actually see that. Because there is like a weirdly horrifying aspect, especially not so much now. It's kind of silly, just like a meter-sized ball rolling. But when the cameras get big, it is like, imagine that was real. Look out your window, you see this natural disaster, right? I agree, Little Pause. I think China, Illinois is an underrated show. Balderan says, yeah, setting up an automatic YouTube download script, running to scrape all the channels I care about in the highest quality possible is one of my favorite things I've done. It's really smart to do that. It's honestly, like, if it was easier, I mean, it's not even that hard. I'm not saying it's that hard, but if it's easier, I'd say people would do it more, because it's just... YouTube I just wish we lived in a world where YouTube could just be so chill that they could just be like, yeah, here's a download link on any video you want. You can just download it and take it home, and you can watch it later, watch on your iPad. You can download YouTube. So I'm not an idiot, okay? I know you can do that. I'm just saying, they deliberately make it not easy. They could make it easy. They don't have any incentive to do that. They want you to keep coming to their site. You know, I'm not an idiot, okay? I'm not saying, like, why don't they do this, okay? I'm just saying, I wish it was easier. Ikaruga Zero, remember Machinima? Do you mean remember Machinima the art form, or remember Machinima the channel? It's insane to me. Machinima used to just, in my mind, Machinima, I always just think that was the buzzword the Red versus Blue guys used to say over and over again about their art form, you know what I mean? But then it just became the name of a big shitty fuckface idiot company channel that was so poorly handled that it had to get all its shit deleted, and now it just redirects to fucking Death Battle. I could go on a whole thing. I mean, I don't even know about it, so I couldn't go on a whole thing, but it's just still crazy to me. Again, I am not having that deja vu feeling. Like, everything I've ever said on stream is something I'm just rehashing a rant I've already done, but it's so crazy to me that, like, one day, I was such an early fan of Red vs. Blue. I was in before Season 2. I remember the original, like, Red vs. Blue forums. Here's, like, a random trivia that I can't... This is, like, just one random nugget in my brain that if anyone else happens to be an old Red vs. Blue head... This will lend some credence to the fact I was actually there. There was some guy, and I can't remember his name, because I can barely remember any details because it was so long ago. It was like 2004. There was some guy who had like a Scrat avatar. He had a Scrat avatar from Ice Age, and on the Red vs. Blue forums, and he like died in real life. And they like, it was like a big tribute to him. It was like, he was like the first Red vs. Blue fan who like ever died. It was weird. And it was just like, damn. Made me realize, dude, people on the line that you know can die. It's fucked up. They're really, like, people. It's upsetting. But, yeah, that's just a random thing I happen to remember. Just the kinds of things that get stuck in your brain. I remember reading this and being like, wow, this is important. I mean, it wasn't actually important. It was just some guy that I didn't even know. But in my mind, it was like, wow. But yeah, the point I was trying to get at was just Red vs. Blue used to be this tiny little thing, this tiny little homegrown a couple guys in Texas making a funny little series. And then I closed my eyes, I stopped paying attention for 2 minutes, it feels like. And I turn around, it's like this new media empire with fake anime, fake Western anime, and like all this other shit. I mean, I know there's so much lore with like Monty joining, and there's another guy who tragically died. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, to be perfectly frank. I don't like it. I don't like that people can die. But yeah, Machinima, I never actually interacted with Machinima, obviously, but like, to my understanding, they had all sorts of fucked up predatory contracts. They weren't a good company to work for. Nobody actually liked Machinima. Balduran says, I'm kind of glad all the Flash animators I love just kind of stopped. Legendary Frog, for example. Yeah, whatever happened to Legendary Frog? That's a good question. Some of them are still around. A lot of people moved on from Flash animations. Good old Ego Raptor found a much more profitable business. Playing video games and talking over them like an asshole. Now, you're not an asshole if you're me and you're talking video games and playing over them, because I can't do any better. But if you're a guy who can make Flash animations and do art, and you're just playing video games, you're an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. I literally nothing against people who want to stream video games, but it is like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. You know what's up. Dude, I got a fucked up Katamari again. The fences are making me all fucking weirdly shaped. Swag drill break. You got beef with Oni NG? No, I know. I was just kidding around. Plus, obviously, obviously, because I was saying, a lot of these guys do art, and they do shit, and they also do video game streaming on the side, because it's so much easier to just do that too. You know, can't blame them. I just feel bad because Ego Raptor literally doesn't do art anymore, as far as I know. He does not make Flash animations or anything. Maybe he does. I really don't know. I'm not an Ego Raptor lore expert, to be perfectly honest. This is actually the most mathematically efficient shape for Katamari to beat. Yes, hopefully it is. Just weirdly, the tendrils were reaching out. But it's harder to control, okay? Just give me a little slack here. It's harder to control. Dude, I have 8 minutes to get 1 more meter. I'm so gonna do this. I'm so gonna do this. Smiling Friends is goated. It is indeed goated. If they hadn't already renewed it for like 10 seasons, which is such a fucking weird move, especially in retrospect, I would say they should cancel Rick and Morty, divert all Rick and Morty resources into Smiling Friends. Now! No, just let me up this lip. I know you can get up there. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He tried to fucking fool me. Like, I can't do it. I just can't make it up there. Sniffs DFs. I don't want it to be like Rick and Morty. I'm not saying it needs to be like Rick and Morty. I'm saying just give them all the money that would have gone to Rick and Morty. I know this is such a controversial, embarrassing take to have nowadays. Horrifying, gonna get canceled for this, but I actually like Rick and Morty seasons 1 and 2. I will go on record and defend those. They're still good. I'm not saying they're still good necessarily. They might even feel weird now to watch. They might not hit the same. But when I first watched those 2 seasons, I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't a fan. I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't all about those seasons. I'm not even saying it got so bad so fast. It was kind of a gradual, weird thing. You know, there's a quadrillion fucking video essays. You don't need to hear my take on Rick and Morty, but I will say, I did enjoy this first. I mean, I watched Rick and Morty because I was a Dan Harmon fan, because I like Community a lot. I didn't even know about Justin Roiland, really. Everyone likes season 1, 2. I know that's not like a really actually like a hot take. Everyone remembers how the fan base was and shit back in the day. Super Rayman, what Genesis title out of all you played, in your opinion, is most obscure and underrated? You know, I'm actually not I don't think I played that many super obscure Genesis. I need to get more into doing that. The most obscure, underrated Genesis game? That would be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I know it's not that obscure, it's not that underrated, but it's still somehow the most underrated, because it's just that good somehow. Really though, in terms of games I played, obviously, I like Vector Man. I don't think that's super unknown or underrated. A game people might not expect me to say I like. I'm not even saying this is like some objectively amazing game, but I quite liked it because I played it growing up. Was World of Illusion, the Mickey Mouse Donald Duck game. Not Castle of Illusion. That game's good too, but World of Illusion. I like that game specifically because it had co-op. That was like the first game I ever actually played with like real co-op. Now I know Sonic has co-op, but it's like Tails' little brother mode. He barely counts, you know what I mean? That game had like real, like 2 players are equally important co-op, and I was like, wow. I kind of just like that game because it kind of introduced me to the concept of co-op, honestly, but I have a lot of fond memories of that one. Treasure Inc. games are rad. Yes, Treasure is an incredible company. I love Mischief Makers so much. Such a weird, peculiar game. Toe Jam and Earl. If I was a true Sega Genesis head, not a fake Sega fan, then yeah, Toe Jam and Earl would have been my real co-op first experience. But that game's cool too. Oh dude, Mischief Maker stream. Liam says you should stream Mischief Maker. Maybe I will. I'll stream up to the Olympic level where I have to do math and then quit. If you played that game, you'll remember there's like an Olympics whatever level. It's more like a school gym day festival bullshit, you know, having in Japan. Anyways, one of the events is math. The math one actually isn't that bad. What I had so much issue with was there's the 100-meter dash, I believe. I just couldn't do it because I just didn't understand that double tapping the D-pad boosts you so much faster than tapping the C buttons. You can play the whole game only using the C buttons to use the dash mechanic, the boost mechanic. But then you'll get like hard stuck on the Olympic level. It's fucked up. For some reason, that's one of the most vividly memorable parts of that game to me. It is a good game though. It is fun. Sniff DFS says, Mr. Baker says missed potential. If half the game wasn't gimmicky levels, it'd be the best. My pals, my good pals over at Running Shine actually have a Mr. Maker's video that pretty much says what you said and all the thoughts I could have on it and more. So if you're interested, I'm never gonna make a Mr. Maker's video just because I would just crypto-amnesiatically steal everything from that video probably. But yeah, it is weird how the scope of the game changes. Like I didn't even notice it so much as a kid, but like earlier, there's more of a focus on platforming, and by the end, World 5 is like all combat, 0 actual platforming really. It's strange, and there are a lot of weird gimmick levels. Like the bosses in that game are something I remember really fondly. Here's Lunar. They're all good. They're all fun. Well, they're not all fun. Some of them kind of suck. A couple of them suck, but most of them are fun. Most of them are really cool. Make Barkley video. I'm considering it. I still haven't finished streaming Barkley 2 because I need to. First of all, I need to do all the stuff I missed. I need to make a checklist of all the quest completions I didn't show. I didn't show the Governor body swap quest at all. And there's all this stuff in the Game Maker file, so there's still plenty I have to do for that. But maybe don't expect it before November, and I'm not saying it will come out in November, but I am saying it won't come out before November, if that makes any sense. Running Shine is my favorite gaming channel. Sorry, Cybershell. You know what? Harsh, but fair. Oh my god, I think I'm too big to get out. Well, that's okay. I already beat the level. Running Shine might be my favorite channel, honestly. It's hard to say. I've never been good at like picking one favorite. Every time it's like pick a favorite, like oh okay. Well, I better make a list of like all 40 potential favorites I could have, and then how I feel about them changes depending on not just like the day, but like which minute of the day I'm in. You know what I mean? Dark Triad says you introduced me to Running Shine. It's one of the few gaming channels I see as users. I'm really glad to have introduced people to that channel. Sometimes I forget that I even had that little part where I shouted out a bunch of channels at the end of my 10th video or whatever. I can't believe I got stuck in here like an asshole. That's okay. Just 45 seconds. Oh, Ikaruga says, speaking of Sonic 3 Knuckles, remember the Orcal Glitch series? Yes, I do. I love that series. I heavily used it when I was making my Sonic 3 bonus video. Actually, I didn't actually include that much from the series because I didn't want to just endlessly repeat things, but I love that series. Urotsumi just subscribed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think I found them when you tweeted one of their new vids. Yeah, I think I did. I do try to tweet Running Shine stuff when I can. Those bastards. None of them have a Twitter except Arcade, but Arcade doesn't usually post like, here's the new Running Shine video. At least I don't think. Either way, whatever. I'm happy to just make posts saying, hey, go watch the new Running Shine. I don't give a fuck. Maybe it sounds even more like, you know, if you just retweet someone makes a video, says, hey, watch this video, and I retweet them. That is me endorsing the video and telling you to watch it. But like me telling you, like going out of my way to make a tweet saying, hey, watch this video. That's like a real endorsement, right? Anyways, like I said, there's gonna be a short stream. It's probably only gonna go for like an hour or more. Hybrid Reverb, their streams are insanely funny also. Yeah, I have a great time whenever they ask me to come hang out on one of their streams. I would guest on more streams, and I would have more guests on my stream. I just never remember to do it. Cybershell official running PR person. I mean, I'll happily do free PR for them, no problem. I mean, them being more popular is like more incentive for them to make videos, which is more videos for me. So it's like it helps me in the long run. I'm just selfishly doing it, okay? I'm skipping all the bloody bonus levels if I can. Or if we gotten to the point where it's like, you asshole, just do a bonus level. I'm not gonna let you do the next make a star until you do a bonus level. Fine. Cancers collect crabs, right? Bonus? I know, bonus. Did someone say bonus? They're not even really bonus levels. They're just not the main levels. That is really funny. The crab walked in near my little Katamari before the stage even starts. You know, I'm gonna be honest. In the past, especially, I have just not been as keen on these like bonus levels. So this mission is not you have to get to a certain size exactly. It's not even you have to collect X amount of crabs. It's just collect as many crabs as you can. So they're not having like a set, this is the absolute goal. And also, like, I don't know, I just always prefer just making the Katamari as big as possible. And that's why I wasn't as big a fan of We Love Katamari as the original, because the original is just mostly pure, regular, zone out, make it as big as possible stages. That said, as I've gotten older, and I've really thought about it, if We Love Katamari was just make the ball big again, and that was like the main focus, that's all. We've already approaching the end of what you can do with the Katamari. Like, there's only so much you can do with this like gameplay style. You know what I mean? So I've come to appreciate the gimmicky stages. The gimmicky stages in this game have their place. They're not bad. I never said they were bad, but I used to just be like, ugh, fucking stupid gimmicky stages. Just let me get back to the real game. We got Smash Heads talking about Melee. Talking about Melee in the chat. Yes, dude, Melee, the jump between 64 and Melee was so big. No Smash will ever feel that big of a jump again. Like, the insane roster of Ultimate is cool. If it didn't have that, it would feel so, like, I don't know. I don't hate Smash 4. I know it was, you know, I don't know. It just feels like it doesn't hit as hard as some of the originals. Like Brawl, I know everyone hates Brawl for many valid reasons. I will always like Brawl because it gave us Sonic and stuff. I know, like, gameplay-wise, obviously it's not as good as Melee. I'm not trying to be a Brawl apologist, okay? But I don't know. You can like a game even if it's not good. I've never been that good at fighting games, so when they're not like competitive viable or whatever, it doesn't bother me as much. Brawl is comfy. It is comfy. There's some shit in there that I won't even pretend to defend, like fucking tripping. Take that out of the game. Sakurai, you're crazy for that one. Yeah, I haven't touched Ultimate in so long. I literally haven't touched it since fucking Banjo came out, and Banjo. It's not exactly my style necessarily of character, so, but I'm so happy. I don't give a fuck. They could be the least fun character for me to ever play, and I'd still be ecstatic just to see him in the game. You know what I mean? Banjo and Geno are my two. Like, oh, I would give anything to have him in Smash, but I'm not stupid enough to actually think they're gonna get in Smash. And then they got in Smash. Well, one of them did. Geno got to be the costume. Sad. I don't blame Sakurai. Not that I would blame him for not. Like, if he did put Banjo in, I blame him for that, but I don't blame him. I blame Square Enix, if anything. Do you know how fucking stingy they are? They put Cloud in the game. They're like, okay, we can put Cloud in the game. Oh, you want music? You want some Final Fantasy music? How about 2 songs? How about fuck you, Square, you fucking... there's a whole thing where it's like, it's easy for me to say that, but like music licensing and rights issues are like so much more complicated than that, you know what I mean? But come on. Come on. I can't believe we got Banjo and Steve, though. I know everyone hates Steve because he's, like, hard to play against or something. I don't care. I think that's hilarious that Steve is, like, the ultimate quadruple S-tier overpowered Meta Knight Bayonetta goat of the game. It's such a funny character to include, too. Like, it really is. I know Zoomers were going wild over that one because Minecraft is like the game of all time if you're under the age of 20, but I mean, I like Minecraft, I'm not a hater or anything, I'm just saying. It's funny. I mean, no one really, I mean, Minecraft is like the most successful game of all time, right? So it's like, could anyone really deserve to be in Smash more than Steve? I heard people like, Steve doesn't deserve to be in Smash. Like, you're fucking delusional if you think that. I wish I got a Famicom character for all. Dude, all the leaks, there's so many, the Grinch leak. I would have loved to see Mock Rider in there, obviously. You know, I really wanted that because I wanted fucking Gino in there. Oh god, I got stuck. I'll still never, the one thing I will never forgive Sakurai for is, hey, we're introducing this Echo Fighter thing, and everyone, you don't understand, if you weren't there for Smash Bros. I promise you, everyone was like, dude, Shadow is a guaranteed Echo Fighter. He's in. You would see every list of predictions, Shadow, he's like a guaranteed lock for Echo Fighter. No Shadow. No Shadow. Where was Shadow? No Shadow? They fucked up. They shouldn't have even done Echo Fighter. They should have just made Echo Fighters alternate costumes or something, because they're barely... Okay, whatever. I guess I'm not gonna be that much of a hater. They could have just given Sonic almost the exact same moveset. Give him, like, Joker's gun, and, the up B could be, like, Mewtwo's up B for Chaos Control, and, like, that, boom! It doesn't have to be that different. Just a little bit of tweaks on the stats can make a very different character, you know what I mean? Like, Martha and Lucina are very different. Oh, I mean, I would have loved to see Tails or Knuckles or Eggman. I mean, Knuckles... I thought Knuckles would have been a great pick for a character, but he got assist trophy dimensioned. Banished to the assist trophy dimension. Phoenix Wright with an Edgeworth Echo Fighter. I would love to see that, although I have to admit it wouldn't be quite as special just because Phoenix Wright already got to be an unusual fighting game guest in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I'm not a huge Marvel vs. Capcom fan, I like the series quite a lot. I'm just not a fighting game guy, but I did play a bit of MVC3, and the idea of Phoenix Wright fighting like Frank West, come on. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Dude, Eggman, I would have gone bananas if they had. Eggman would be such a cool, fun fighter. There's so many ways you could do it. You could give him different, like, his mechs or, like, different robot. I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking fighting game designer, but you could have had such a good... I know there's already Bowser Jr. who has, like, a little mech thing, okay? I know it's not like it would be completely original and unique or whatever, but... Come on. Eggman Jr. Bowser Jr. See, that one's just would be a little hard to adapt that, you know what I mean? In theory, I see what you're saying, but I don't know. Smash Melee modding is... Dude, Smash modding in general is fucking nuts. Dude, the shit I've seen, the mods I've seen, you wouldn't believe. Well, there's crazy, like, yeah, there's, like, mods for, like, Knuckles and Brawl and shit, you know. I've seen some crazy Smash mods. I always think it'd be fun to, like, play one of those just with friends, you know, just download some crazy Smash mod with 1 million characters. I think there's probably more crabs on the other side of the house, but I don't think I can get out that other way. That's okay. That's fine. I got enough bloody crabs. I got over 100 fucking crabs. The N64 Smash mods are crazy. I've seen some crazy ones in there, too. I feel like that one is it easier to mod because it's like lower poly, lower complexity, or is one of the later ones easier to mod? I really don't know, because there might be more advanced mod tools for Brawl or something. That's what Rivals of Aether is for, I guess. That game, I've seen some insane like guest and like fan made characters for that. Again, looks super cool. Feel bad. I've never like actually tried, like really given a Smash clone a fair try. Like I tried Nick Smash clone. I tried Multiverses. I just didn't give a fuck. I don't know. Ikarugo Zero says, remember that massive roster made with Melee's template back in there? Yes, I love that image. Those images used to be like such pure fantasy for me. Seeing like Banjo and Sonic on the Melee roster, like that could never happen. I mean, there's a whole separate thing about Sonic and the fake EGM April Fool's joke. But anyways, the point is that we actually have a version of Smash with fucking Steve, like Sonic and Banjo and Sephiroth. It's crazy. It's crazy. I wish I could fucking go back in time and show it to my young self. You know what I mean? I wish I could just be like, dude, you won't even appreciate this. You don't even know who Steve is, you fucking idiot baby. But he's the coolest guy ever. Sorry, I got too excited talking about Smash. I'll be right back. It's gonna be a very quick BRB. It's gonna be so quick, I'm not even gonna put the BRB screen on. Fuck you. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I saw this a second ago. Feeble Chance has brief mention at Smash 4 earlier, but it had like zero identity. I agree. It's weird for me because whenever I think about Smash 4, my first thought is the 3DS version, because that was the version I played first. That version came out first, I believe, and I also didn't even have a Wii U at the time when that was new. So I really only played Smash 4 via 3DS for a while. Eventually, my roommate had a Wii U, and I played regular Smash 4. It was fine. It wasn't like, it's not like horrible or anything, but I don't know. Yeah, in my mind, it literally goes from Brawl to the handheld spin-off Smash, which I was, in my mind, it was crazy to me that they never did a handheld Smash before that. I was like, dude, like, are you fucking kidding me? That game would sell like gangbusters. People would love that, and they did, I guess. That was also another weird thing, right? There were like stages that were only on 3DS. There was shit that was only on 3DS. There was shit that was only in Wii U. The character roster was the same. I don't know, man. I don't know about 4, man. I don't know about that 4. I'm not even like a total hater for it, but I can't even imagine myself going to play 4. I can imagine myself going to play Smash 64. I can imagine myself playing Melee. I can imagine myself even playing Brawl. Why not? And I mean, I haven't played any of these games in ages, but I just can't imagine myself. Why would I go back to Ultimate? Basically replaced 4. I mean, everyone knows this. It doesn't even really like. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who are still 4 fans, right? Fucking Bayo mains, right? But I don't know, you know. Oh yeah, the Pac-Man 3. Dude, the fact there was just some random levels from the 3DS game, they were like, well, let's not bring these. Dude, what? Why? I thought Ultimate was gonna like bring in everything, and just randomly like, let's not bring this. Like, what? Why not? Sniff DFS. What's next for Smash? Is it gonna get smaller? That's an interesting question. I think it has to, because you can't top the Ultimate roster. You really have to, regardless of how you feel about Smash, you really have to tip your hat to Sakurai. That man. I mean, it wasn't all him, I know. People always say everything is by the creator. The creator of Deus Ex, Warren Spector, begs people not to say he's the sole creator. You know, I get it, but like, he really did get quite the roster for that game, Ultimate, regardless of how you feel about it. I think the next Smash game, what they need to do is really scale it back. Like not like tiny roster, but like a much smaller roster, but like way more in-depth, way more, just, I don't know. Smaller but more refined, I don't know. It's hard to say. Guys, we're not even getting a Smash 6 until well into the Switch 2. And we're not getting a Switch 2 for years, so this isn't even like... It doesn't even matter. Character customization. You know one thing? I think... I can't remember. Again, I'm getting the deja vu. And I know I'm not the first person to say this, but dude, they dropped the ball so hard with costumes. I was apoplectic when I first realized Smash had costumes. In quotation marks. It has one costume. It had the fucking Wario... He had 2 versions. First of all, I do think that was awesome. They had the original Wario representation instead of just WarioWare. I appreciated that greatly, but then it made me go, where's the rest of the costumes? Why doesn't every character have some cool costumes? You know, fighting games, one of the coolest things about fighting games is there's like, you can get cool palettes, cool costumes. Ultimate has better costumes. It doesn't have none, but it has a good amount of like that stuff. But there could still be more character customization if you ask me. I don't know. Also, wait, 4 was the game that had, like, alternate B moves you could equip, and I actually thought there was some really interesting potential there, but you could only do it in some dogshit fuckface game mode that nobody enjoyed, so it was like, it doesn't matter. And I understand why people wouldn't want to have equipable different moves, because eventually people are just going to meta out the best one, and then it's going to be the same as why don't we just have this be the default moveset. But custom moves were such a cool idea. They were such a fucking conceptually interesting thing for Smash Bros, and they just completely ditched it. I guess, again, 100 fucking characters, however many there are in fucking Ultimate, that plus 3 alternate moves for each beat, that would be a lot of work, okay? To be fair, I don't really begrudge them so much, but like, if whenever Smash introduces a cool feature and then they don't fully capitalize on it, it's just like, ooh. Oh yeah, Little Paw says, reminds me of Mario Maker 2 has the aesthetics of every OG Mario game except Mario 2. Because it's not a Mario game, it's a Doki Doki Panic. But no, seriously though, I do agree that sucks. That game, that would have been cool. I mean, they should have just done it for completion's sake, but whatever. Anyways, okay, am I at the next Make a Star yet? Or do I have to do like 2 of these? You're supposed to be doing these side missions like between the main games. I mean, main stages. And it doesn't even really matter. Custom moves were available in the normal mode, but God, the fucking ground. So that was it. Okay, that was it. I forgot. It wasn't just that it was mode exclusive. It was that they don't just give you the alternate moves and let you experiment and see what's fun. It's like unlocking them was like a nightmare. So stupid, because then it's not pay to win or whatever, but it's like, oh, you fight someone online, and what did they pull out some crazy move? Like, oh, I want to quit that move. Oh, you can't quit that move. And you can't even, like, directly unlock it. It was just handled so poorly. God, whatever. It's not even like, oh, the failure of Smash. The video said Smash has failed because oh, this is an interesting one. This is an interesting Katamari. See, this was the gimmick level. This is the one that made me go, oh, I don't like this one, because you have to pick up the biggest bear possible. And what they do is they put small bears in the level. You're supposed to avoid bears and then pick up the biggest one you can get, which is interesting. Now, as you know, I come to appreciate it as like a very interesting premise. But at the time, I was just like, what the crap is this crap? I'm not even gonna go for like a super big bear. I'm just gonna get the first bear. Not the first bear I can get, but like, if I accidentally run over a bear, so be it. Yeah, Big said you couldn't even focus on like your character. It's so stupid. I hate that shit. Like, it was like designed as if they were going to sell loot boxes. They made it that inconvenient. But the only reason loot boxes are like that is because it's about forcing people to do it. It really made no sense. It was. I'll move off this fucking Smash thing now. And some people, there's some Smash haters in the chat who are just like, shut the fuck up about Smash Bros already. But it was insane. Like, I don't know. I like those games. I really am. I'm not like a huge Smash head, but come on, dude. You don't understand how hyped I was when, I mean, of course you understand how hyped I was when Sonic was at the Brawl. I'm the Sonic guy. No, I picked up a little tiny baby bear. Fuck. The babiest bear. It's a piece of shit bear. Whatever. Fuck this mission. I love Smash. That I never actually. I'm the same way. Like I just said, I haven't fucking played since fucking Banjo. But I love seeing it. I love thinking about it. I have spent many an hour playing Smash. It's not like I'm a complete fake fan, you know. It's more fun. I mean, I've just been periods of my life, like in college, where it's just been more easy for me to just pick up and play with people. You know, online's never that good for Smash crap. I mean, I think Ultimate Online is much. I mean, goes without saying it's much better than Brawl, but you know what I mean, right? I think I did before the second Fighter Pack release. I guess I did too. I can't even remember who was in them. Also, I'm not the biggest Kingdom Hearts head, but you have to admit, getting Sora in was a pretty fucking big flex. They literally showed the Mickey Mouse train. It's funny, there was like zero Disney symbolism in any of Sora's involvement in Kingdom Hearts, except the moment they showed him, they showed the zoom in on the Mickey Mouse face on the chain, which is almost like, almost feels like they shouldn't have even been allowed to do that, you know what I mean? But, yeah. I'm also a fake Kingdom Hearts fan because I played 1. I'm actually more of a fan of 1 than 2, even though 2 is objectively a better game, better action game. I know. I've seen BG's videos. I know, okay? But I just have more nostalgia for 1, and nostalgia is more better to me than objective quality. I'm picking up a lot of bananas right now. And I never played 3. I never played Kingdom Hearts 3. I watched some, like, obscenely long video essay complaining about it. I'm interested in that series, but it's just not my exact cup of tea. And that's okay. Not everything has to be your exact cup of tea. What's the most recent thing you can feel nostalgic for? Asked Neo Viper. For me, Pizza Tower. I feel like a fucking asshole because I said I was going to fully P-rank that game. I still haven't done it yet. I want to, and I will. I intend to. But I want to just sit down and do it. Not all in one fucking sitting, obviously, but I need to just schedule the time to go back to it. And in a way, I'm actually putting it off on purpose because I know when I fully P-ranked it, then I will have really, truly done everything in Pizza Tower, and then I will, not that I'll never play it again, obviously I will, but like, I'll never be able to do a new thing in Pizza Tower again, if you know what I mean. Impressive power level, I know, right? But I'm already remembering it really fondly and wistfully. Every time I see fan art, I'm like, ah, it's like healing salve for my soul. And there's so much Pizza Tower fan art. There's so much of it. I'm so happy at how successful that game has gone. Pineapple pizza. Oh, I love these penguins. I'm not big enough to pick them up, but I love them. Love those penguins. Pizza Tower looks nice. What about Anton Blast? Anton Blast looks more like an actual Wario Land clone, and I am intrigued, and I will play it, and I will like it, because I like Wario Land. But, Pizza Tower looks more like a Sonic plus Wario. And again, I know it's overly reductive to put it that way. I'm doing like shit this level. I'm really going in a circle and picking up nothing. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail for the first time ever in a Katamari stage. That's why I'm more interested in Anton. See, I get that. You know, different strokes for different folks. I wasn't trying to say Pizza Tower's better because it's more like the thing I like. Not that I'm saying you were saying that I was saying that, but you know what I mean. Alright, I might really have to replay this one. I've been zoning out hardcore, but it's okay. You know what? I don't even give a fuck. I'm just hanging out. I'm not even here to be a pro gamer today. Hot take. 358 days over 2, or whatever the hell you're supposed to say that title is actually good. I've heard people say the handheld games are good. Not all of them, I guess, but that one. Some of the handheld games are good. I can't remember. People like fucking Zion, whoever that girl is. I don't know who the fuck that is. I never played that game. Cyber, have you seen the YouTube channel of Star Gibby's YouTube channel? Yes, it's he's like doing his little MDE inspired thing, right? I never watched iCarly. That was just too old for it. So I only know about iCarly from like exposure to Quentin reviews. But he seems like he's found a little niche or whatever. He seems like he's a happy guy. He's happy doing his thing, right? I think I've seen one of his videos and I was like, yeah, this is funny, but I didn't know. Sometimes I watch a video and I'm like, this is funny, this is good, and then I don't subscribe and I don't look any more of their content, and then sometimes I watch a video I'm like, I'm gonna sub to all of them. Yeah, I got the penguins, I got the penguins. Cyber, did you play FF8? No, I'm sorry, I haven't. I'm a fake FF fan. I think I mentioned this before on stream too. I've only played 6 and 7. 7 first, and then way later I played 6. I feel bad, I didn't not like 6. Final Fantasy 6 is a legitimately good-ass game. But when I played it the whole time, I was just thinking like, fuck, I fucked up so bad by not playing this as a kid. I would have loved this so much as a kid. Now I'm just like, oh, this is a good Super Nintendo JRPG. I like Kefka, he's cool. Someday I'm gonna be a Final Fantasy head. No, I'm not like a crazy, my favorite franchise Final Fantasy, but I'm gonna give the series a real try. If I cared about MMOs, if I wanted to play an MMO, I would play Final Fantasy, fuck, what is the MMO, 14? People have told me that's a good MMO. If you like MMOs, you would like that game. I don't like MMOs. I don't want to like MMOs. I enjoyed and I had fun playing WoW Classic. And WoW, you know, I mean vanilla WoW back in the day, but I'm not being a hater, but I don't know. It's funny, it's the things, I'll waste my time, I would waste my time playing a single player game all day and be like, ah, day well spent, but then I waste my time all day playing an MMO, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I don't know why, I'm not saying it makes any sense to be like that. It sounds stupid, but I just never liked MMOs because I'm shy, I don't like talking to people, I'm that fucking annoying cunt in your dungeon group that doesn't say anything unless he absolutely has to. I'm just not, like, why would I want to play a social game? I fucking hate people. Except you guys, of course. You guys are fine. Oh, sorry, I literally punched the microphone as hard as I could. Sorry about that. I got too excited for no reason. When Dwarf says, honestly, the only MMO I played was ESO. I played it because I like Elder Scrolls Online. That game I've always been very, very, very intrigued by, just because, like, translating an MMO into translating Elder Scrolls into MMO seems like a strange proposition to me. Like, how does that even work? I guess it works like however ESO works. I know that game does some weird shit with the canon. Elder Scrolls, I have plenty of issues with Bethesda and all that crap. But you gotta admit, if you actually look in the lore of those games are fucking insane. They're insane. They're crazy. Oh yeah, I watched some guy, I forgot his name. Patrician? The guy who made those insanely long Elder Scrolls videos. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Definitely never feel like I need to play Skyrim again after that. Old school RuneScape is still GOAT. I've heard that from many people. I have many friends. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely decimated by whatever the fuck that was. Guy run a swan car. I've heard from nothing but good things about old school RuneScape. I mean, from people who would enjoy that kind of thing, obviously. If you're not into like MMOs, I don't. Old school RuneScape is very grindy and very different from most traditional. And that's good for some people. Some people it's relaxing to just chill out and grind. Okay, I can accept that. I wasn't labeling that as like a bad thing. I just never played RuneScape. It was just by the time I had people who cared about it, I was already into classic WoW, and I was just like, no. I keep saying classic WoW when I mean to say vanilla WoW. I can't. Who says OSRS has been a great place to fuel my autism for the years. That's Funnel my autism for the ears. It's a great place to put, like I said, I think Give and Take is doing something where she's like grinding. If you're a free player, it just takes like a quadrillion years. Dude, the sound effects were so fucked up while that thing was going on. But yeah, it takes like a million years to grind out all your skills to like maximum. And I watched another video by what's his face, Matt Season Show, about Star Wars Galaxies. That's another. I always like the idea of an MMO that's like player-based economy, player-based quests, player-based everything, not just like a theme park ride. Again, nothing wrong with theme park design for MMOs too. Obviously, I'm not being a total hater, but I'm intrigued by like the EVE Online system of MMOs. They seem really boring, but very intriguing at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. Bandikario says, my neighbor is a teacher in his 60s and has been playing Classic WoW for years. You'd be surprised the kind of people you run into on these MMOs. It's not all just, I don't know, whoever you would think is as a generic MMO fan or whatever. Why is it so hard? Just get over the ramp. Neopets streaming. I did play a little bit of Neopets back in the day. I don't remember even any of my account information, but I definitely have some Neopet that's been starving for the last 4,000 days. I was just not, that wasn't really my scene, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff online like that. I miss a lot of like pet simulating stuff. That's why I like Izzy's content, because she always covers like Tumblr shit that I just never would have known about. It's just not my thing. It's just not my scene. I just don't know about it. Webkins, Club Penguin, I never fucked around with that. Too old for a lot of this shit a lot of you people are nostalgic for. Did you ever see how Neopets was owned by the Church of Scientology? No, I did not see that. That's fucking bizarre. For a few years, I guess. Apparently it's not anymore, possibly. But very peculiar. No, I did not know anything about that. I used to be total anti-Scientology activist, in quotation marks. As in, was I an activist? No, I just watched that one YTM&D that's like, this is why Scientology is bad. And I was like, oh my god. I have to tell everyone I know. I think I did like a presentation in school about like why Scientology is bad. And my teacher was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Any LL/ETI lore you're considering accounting? Like, in theory, yes, but like anything like actually on my plate that I'm actually really thinking about right now, not really. But like in theory, I would love to cover other legendary stories. It'd be harder now that archives are gone, but the really legendary stuff is still out there. Nice Yeti, ski-free Yeti emoji or emote. Such a boomer. I always say emoji when I mean to say emote, and emote when I mean to say emoji. Not that it fucking nobody gives a fucking shit of a fuck the difference, but there is a difference. I did it. I beat the level. I thought I might not beat it, but I beat it. Do you think you could be the angry video game nerd in a fist fight? I'm gonna assume you mean beat. Yes, you said beat. Could I be him? Yeah, I could be him in a fist fight. I could just turn into him. Whatever happened to Emoticon? I think Emoticon is reserved for the, like... Oh my god, I can't fit through the gate, but I can pick up the gate. Emoticon is reserved for, like, the texty, like, smiley face with the parentheses and shit, right? That's what my understanding was. Right, I should be going out here. Like, these buoys and the shit over here. It seems like it's a waste of time to come all the way here, but these are, like, very large objects. But could I beat the angry video game nerd in a fist fight? I mean, yes, but only because he's, like, fucking 40 or something now. Could I beat him in a hair fight? Yes. Could I beat Prime James, Rocky-loving James in a fist fight? Hell no. He watches Rocky every day. He'd kill me. He'd fucking kill me. Dude, James Rolfes had such a fucking career. What a guy. My favorite emoticon is the smiley face with the carrot nose. I agree. That's a really good one. I love that one. It's very, like, smug. It doesn't look like it should be so smug for such a simple smiley. That's what makes it so powerful. It's a really good one. Bro, did you hear what that book AVGN wrote? Yes. I have it on my desktop, a PDF of it. I haven't read it yet. I read some choice excerpts. It's an enlightening book. Let's leave it at that. I don't want to go full Cinemassacre truth about this shit. Rolling Rock on the Rolling Rock. No, dude, I will never in my career ever come up with a line that good. Right? Yeah, James Rolfe collabed with Gilbert Gottfried. Dude, Smiling Friends got Gilbert Gottfried, like, as one of his last roles. That's a good get. Gilbert Gottfried has always been like such a fucking legend, dude. That voice, that's not even his real voice, which is a crazy part. Like, that's an affectation he puts on. I mean, it is his real voice. He really can make that voice, but that's not like how he sounds. We just talk to him like a normal guy. The line he gives is great in Spine Fights. Dude, every line he's ever given his whole career has been great. Dude, ever since I first heard Iago, it's like, dude, that's a voice. Yeah, R.I.P. He was old. I mean, it was still fucking sad as shit, but, like, it wasn't, like... It's different when someone younger dies. When Trevor Moore died, I was, like... fucking depressed for, like, a week. I was like, God damn, dude. He was young. It's not fair when people that are young die. It's not fair. I'll always remember the dentist, Wendell, and Fairlight. Dude, Gilbert Gottfried has had such a career, too. I mean, you don't even need to fucking tell you, but, like, just look at his IMDb. He's been in so much shit. Which is awesome. I always saw Steve Buscemi and Gilbert Gottfried in the same camp. What, in like this, they're like really good character actors. I don't really know how to explain it. Yeah, Steve Buscemi is always improves everything he's ever been in. He's a great actor. And I know it's like, it's the ultimate Reddit meme, but like apparently, you never know if an actor is actually a good guy in real life. And I try not to like obsess about that shit too much, but like, apparently Steve Buscemi is a cool guy because he was a firefighter on 9/11. Did you know he was a firefighter on 9/11? Did you know that? Today I learned something today, and that was that I almost said Gilbert Gottfried was a firefighter on 9/11. We should just start spreading that. It might as well be true. But Steve Buscemi, if you actually didn't know that piece of trivia, he was a former firefighter, and on 9/11 he was like, I'm gonna go help out. Goat in The Sopranos? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was in a very good season of that show. Yeah, he's a great actor. Great actor. I don't even understand. I don't even remember how we get on these topics. We're talking about like fucking RuneScape not that long ago. Now we're talking about Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi. Adam Sandler clears. I'm gonna be honest. I've never been an Adam Sandler fan, ever. I never really been a big fan of his movies, but that boy can act. Okay, he's good in Uncut Gems. He's good in Punch Drunk Love. He's a good actor when he wants to be. He's a good actor, regardless how you feel about his movies or his writing. Adam Sandler is a good actor, so you can't hate him. I mean, you can hate him, but I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I don't even hate all of them. I'm sure if I could find at least one Adam Sandler movie I'd find funny. It was more like just the fact they kept making like the same movie over and over. Hey, you know what? I love him for making Jack and Jill because I hate Jack and Jill. I never saw it, but I love the Red Letter Media where they talk about it. That was the first Half in the Bag I ever saw. I obviously had known about Red Letter Media since their Phantom Menace. Dude, can you guys even remember? Can you actually? I want you to actually stop and remember. There was a time he came out with a like 1 hour long review of Phantom Menace, and everyone shit their pants. Like news articles. This guy spent an hour, a whole fucking hour on one YouTube video talking about the Phantom. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I mean, it wasn't one YouTube, it was split into parts, but it was ultimately added up to 1 hour. Point is, now there's like 8-hour videos every day. Nobody gives a fuck. It's not even long. 1 hour video is the new 10-minute video. But I love that Jack and Jill review because holy shit, that movie is like, it's actually about as close to a scam as you can make a like Hollywood movie. It's actually almost impressive. Yeah. But I'm sure Adam Sandler's made some good movies too. I really don't want to. I'm not a full hater, but I wouldn't pretend to be a fan either. It's crazy to me whenever I remember that only not that long ago, Red Letter Media hit 1 million subs. I know it's like such a dumbass thing to care about how many subs on their channel has. I don't even care about it. I'm just fascinated because there's like guys like Mr. Beast, like 100 million subs. They're like the real top dogs of YouTube. In my mind, RLM is like a top dog of YouTube just in terms of like influence and cultural relevance, and they are in that sense. But like they only have 1 million subs. I know it's such a stupid thing to say only 1 million subs. That's a shitload of subs, but it feels like, in my mind, it feels like they should have more than that, you know what I mean? They're fucking Red Letter Media, for God's sake. I'm sure they're fine. They're not like crying about, oh, why don't we have as many subs as Mr. Beast, but I don't know. But yeah, if you're curious about all my thoughts on Jack and Jill, well, I don't have any, not my original thoughts, but what I was talking about earlier a few minutes ago, just go watch the Red Letter Media Jack and Jill. And that video is old now. That's like vintage Red Letter Media. It's funny watching just Jay and Mike change over time. That's why I'm grateful I'm not a video content creator who actually has to appear in his videos. Yes, I know I've been in a few of my videos on camera, but to this day, I still maintain I've never, ever, I only break out the camera when it's absolutely 100% necessary for the joke or whatever I'm trying to tell. Like the Earthbound stream, what am I just going to tell you that I'm holding a tomato and you're going to believe me the whole time? No, I had to have the camera up. Didn't enjoy having the camera up. I had to. But yeah, I know people like to see the streamer's face so they can build an unhealthy parasocial relationship, so don't worry, I'll get a face cam going eventually. I'll try to have at least one on-camera appearance a year. Kinda crazy how long they've been doing this shit. I know, right? They've just been doing it for so long. It's such like a regular thing. I will say this, I've been an internet content creator for a long time, but I don't need to tell you guys, I've never been consistent. I've never been like, there's always been, even before the last one, there've been just times where I would just randomly not upload shit for years on end. Because there was never, I still explain to people, like, the time between me doing the Sonic 2 bonus video and the time me doing the Sonic Let's Plays, my YouTube channel was not, like, meant to be, like, a thing that I gave a fuck about. I would just upload random shit on there. I just didn't give a shit, you know what I mean? I basically treated my YouTube channel like I treat my second channel now. Okay, I need to get out of here. I need to go down to the bottom part of the town. Thank you, Balduran. I appreciate that. Honestly, kind of glad you're streaming more video. Your vids are great, but lower effort should be. This is what I always wanted to. I always thought it shouldn't be that hard. Just do a little streaming, do a little videoing. Like the streams are a good counterbalance to video, but for some reason in my mind, I'm always like, I mean, they're behind on videos. When I'm behind on videos, which I am sort of behind on my video right now, I'm always like, I don't have time to stream. I don't have time to stream. I have to do this. But then it's like, I should at least just get some kind of content out. I don't know. Fuck. Fucking trucks. Ideally, I think I mentioned this in one of my first streams. Like, I'm probably gonna slow down on the streams a little bit, kind of soonish. Not that I'm gonna not stop. I don't want to stop. That's the reason I've been pushing myself so hard. Is I want to start regularly streaming at least like once a week, maybe sometimes more than that. But I'm not gonna be streaming every other day forever because I am still primarily not a streamer. I don't consider myself a streamer. I'm like a video making guy in theory. You know what I mean? Ah, fuck! I did it again. I fucking forgot. I'm not trying to go around here. I'm trying to find the exit of this part of the town. Fuck! I think I went past. Ah, it's okay. At least I feel like if I stream regularly, I won't get as many comments like, "You disappeared. Where'd you go?" I don't mind. I deserve those comments. Okay, I'm not saying don't you ever. Who comments like that, but I do get them like every fucking day, every fucking time I do anything. It's always like, I thought you died. I thought you died. Why did you think I died? Don't you follow my Twitter and my funny tweets and see my funny tweets every day? Yeah, I should upload more regularly just for the algorithm type purposes too, as well. Not just in terms of keeping my fans. That's the main thing I want to keep happy. Is I want to keep my fans happy and not feel like they're wasting their money and time being a Cyber Shell fan, but fuck. I guess I'm not supposed to go to the next part of the town yet. Is it just me, or is the Mario community way bigger on Twitch than the Sonic community? That's just because the Mario speedrunning community is better than the Sonic speedrunning community. Because I hate to say it, I'm gonna get people who hate on me for this. Mario games are better to speedrun than Sonic. There's a lot of weird quirks with Sonic games. You can't go too fast in the Genesis Sonic games. You have to use the in-game timer because if you beat the level under 30 seconds, you get a time bonus that lasts for 10 seconds. So it's strategically fastest to beat the level, stop, and wait for it to be 30. There's so much stupid shit like that. I love seeing Sonic games go fast. I love seeing Sonic games played well more than I love seeing Mario games played well. So I hope people don't take what I'm saying and misunderstand me. But there's a reason the Mario speedrunning scene, it's easier to get into. It's bigger. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I love Mario speedruns. I hope people don't like clip that out of context. I really love Mario speedruns. And I think it's more impressive to be good at Sonic 2 than it is to be good at Mario. I'm just saying Mario has more mass appeal. It's easier. You're already supposed to be going fast in Sonic, so it almost doesn't even look impressive when you're speedrunning a Sonic game. Whereas when you're speedrunning Mario, it's like, holy shit. What the fuck is that guy doing? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Should legitimize a slow-running Sonic contest. Feeble Chan, I agree. Fuck, this is exactly where I didn't want to be. Okay, finally. Can escape this part of the city. Katamari. Such a nice, relaxing game. Even when I'm playing poorly, I'm just having a good time. I've never like played Katamari and been like, I guess I shouldn't say never. I'm probably in a time like I failed a level twice in a row. I'm just like, fuck this fucking game. But it's such a chill game. Fuck, maybe this is why you're not supposed to go through these like, oh, I can go to the next part of the level. Yeah, but if you're exactly the size to get through the gate, then like most of the shit on the other side is gonna be too small for you to pick up. It's okay. You just need to find one little thing like this, put you over the edge, then you'll be good. The stage is like the bear stage. That one, exactly. See, if you remember what I said earlier about my rant about sometimes I get annoyed with the gimmicky stages. These are some large baby turtles. Kirby. Kirby is slow as fuck compared to Mario and Sonic. Yeah, Kirby is designed for babies to be able to play it, but that doesn't mean the games are bad. That just means they're designed for babies to be able to play them. I like Kirby. I'm not a huge Kirby head. I actually haven't played that many Kirby games. First Kirby game I ever got mega into was 64. I know that's a somewhat contentious title because it's a little odd, and it's not by Sakurai or whatever. Everyone loves Kirby. You know, I haven't played the new Kirby game. I was so excited when they announced it. Finally, Kirby takes this transition to 3D, and I heard that game was great. I'm sure the new Kirby game's good. Maybe I'll play that sometime. Kirby is such an interesting character, too. The idea to copy someone's abilities, and then when they put him in Smash Bros., to tie it back to that Smash Bros. Shit, they literally have to, every time they add a new character, they have to do all this extra work for Kirby. Kirby has like 100 fucking different little things he can wear. And the funniest part of all that, is that his copy moves suck. It's like never, ever worth using, practically. I'm sure there's some characters it's worth sucking them up to use their neutral B, but like 99% of the time, you have to go to all the effort to sucking them up, and then it's like a shittier version of their attack. It sucks. Yeah, I always forget that, Liam. They say, it's hard to believe Kirby didn't even have the copy abilities in the first game. Yeah, he just eats guys, he kills them with those little puffs of air. Fascinating stuff, really. I love that the cops, like, try to shoot the Katamari. Although it makes a fucking annoying sound, it is fucking funny. Honk. I think that Kirby's actually do more damage. You know what? You might be right even, but they're like, sometimes the range is smaller or something, or it's just kind of harder to pull off. You might be right that they actually do more damage to compensate for the fact you have to take an extra step before you're even allowed to get them. You know what my main is? I guess I didn't mention this. My main in Smash, I think I might have mentioned this at some point. I don't really have a main. I like to play lots of different characters, but the character I play the most, the character I'm probably the best at, I'll give you a hint, it's not a high tier character. He's blue, he wears red, and he's got attitude. That's right. It's King DDD. He's legit my favorite. I know if it's not Sonic, you're fake as fuck. I am fake as fuck. I don't really like playing Sonic. I don't like playing. I've never been a fast character guy. I know every fighting game since the dawn of time, the fast characters like Fox, they're always the best characters, okay? It's just a fact of life. But I don't know. I like the big, strong guys. I like to play the Ganondorfs. I like to play guys like that, okay? I know they're the worst ones. I know. You don't have to tell me that. But they're more fun. It's so much more satisfying to land a Falcon Punch than it is to land a fucking blaster shot as Fox, you know? I know there's some crazy cool setups you can do as Fox in these characters, too. I don't need some Smash lore expert to be getting on my ass over here, pointing out all the reasons I'm wrong. It's selfish and stupid. It doesn't make it. It's not selfish. Like, I like that Sonic is a high tier. I feel like if you could actually, not that the Smash tier lists are designed on who would win in an actual fight, death battle style, but I feel like Sonic should be a good character because he's fast as fuck. It would be stupid if Sonic was low tier. Oh, just not quite big enough for the trees. I don't even have a problem in terms of power level with Steve being the top character. Steve should have an insane power. Dude, he can create those blocks. He can, like, Steve, think about the shit that Steve can do. Steve is insane. I wanted Wario more. It is really weird. I love to play Wario, but he's not the kind of character I usually play because he's not a traditional big, heavy brawler fast boy. Or big brawler slow guy. He's fast. He's like quick and jumpy and agile and does all sorts of weird stuff. I love his motorbike. That's a fun move. I like in theory his fart. They have to charge it up over time. You usually get like 1 or 2 off per match, but I never, ever remember to use it. Yeah, I don't think Sakurai ever played Wario Land. Wario, well, it seems like he's more based on his WarioWare representation, you know what I mean? That's his default costume. Some characters don't have the best representation. Sonic does not have the best representation in Smash. God, stop shooting me, stupid annoying cop. That said, I still can't be too butthurt about Sonic. Am I just gonna have to hear this gunshot sound for the rest of the stage now? Well, hope you guys are ready for 4 minutes of this sound effect. Well, yeah, Sonic, I would do so much. He has 2 spin dashes, bro. Sonic has, his B moves are like 2 different spin dashes. It's so stupid. Yeah, these cops got a ton of ammo. See, this is the best part of Katamari, when you reach the threshold where you can start rolling over buildings. Captain Falcon has the worst representation, and that's... Well, that one I always thought was funny, because it's like... Falcon had never been, like, really seen outside of his car before, right? His racer, so, like, where the hell did Falcon Punch come from? They just had to make that up, right? But it's so iconic that it became such an integral part of Captain Falcon that it was in the anime, right? Oh, I finally got the cup. I knew he was somewhere. Peace and quiet. Yeah, but this is what someone was saying earlier when they're like a Katamari creepypasta. Like, if you just saw something go rolling around picking up houses, it's slightly ominous, right? The game has such a funny vibe because it is like such a lighthearted thing, but it is like, at some point you're like, what the fuck am I even doing to this like town? I destroyed a whole town. Such a destructive game, but also so like wholesome and not child friendly and not like offensive in any way. It's such a weird game. So many games, I'm not going to whole Undertale thing, like so many games are about violence, you know what I mean? And in a way, you can't say this game isn't unviolent, but it's also not like, I don't know, man. Violence in video games is because killing shit is fucking fun. I'm not like a psycho, okay? But it's just like true in terms of gameplay. I mean, there's like fucking video essays about this, you know? It's not like this is my hot original take. Yeah, the people screaming in terror as you suck them. But it's so cool just seeing this like new perspective. Like, I used to spend so long just rolling around the streets, like bumping into shit, and nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I even got the big bear thing. There's literally nothing I can't pick up now. I just for the next 2 minutes rolling around, scooping up the remaining like trees and teepees. It's not lore, but I like that Smash showed off gameplay mechanics from Luigi's Mansion 3 before the game was announced. That is actually kind of cool, to be honest. I didn't even think about that. I don't think I even knew about that. I feel bad. I haven't played Luigi's Mansion 3, or I think I might have played a little. 2 was the one on 3DS, right? I liked the original Luigi's Mansion. I wouldn't say I'm like a super fan, but I think I mentioned this a while ago. I had a Japanese Dreamcast, so I had to play Luigi's Mansion in Japanese, which is a little confusing at times, but it was okay. I mean, I got to play in Japanese before it was out in America, so I was ecstatic. I wasn't like, oh, I can't believe this is in Japanese. I always thought it was awesome, but same thing with like Sunshine. But how do you feel if Sonic got in Fortnite? I made a joke saying I would play Fortnite if Sonic got in. I made that joke specifically because I was like, this will never happen, but it could happen. I mean, fuck, dude. Especially like maybe the next movie, Shadow would be a better fit, but like, I don't know, man. I guess I would have to play Fortnite if Sonic got in. I don't hate Fortnite. I was talking about this with someone else the other day. I don't hate Fortnite. I actually respect Fortnite. I think Fortnite is a good game. I just don't. I can't get into Fortnite at this point. I'm just too old. I don't care. I don't have time to get good at another video game. You know what I mean? And the thing I actually like most about it, the thing I respect most about it on a fundamental, conceptual level, is the building mechanic. And that's the mechanic I personally enjoy the least. Like, I hate the idea of shooting someone halfway across the map. They build like a giant bunker, a giant tower. It's kind of stupid looking. But at the same time, I think it's interesting to combine a shooter with like a Minecrafty. I like the idea of building. I know people don't just build bases in Fortnite. That's not how you work. But like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't Ellis Mark played? Everyone under the fucking age of 21 has played Fortnite. Okay. What do you think of Sage as a character? Do you want to see her in the IDW comic? Yeah, I'd love to see Sage and Bump get in the IDW. No, I'm just kidding. Did they not do a Frontiers? I wouldn't mind seeing Sage come back. I wouldn't mind that much if Sage was just like a only in Frontiers type character. But I also wouldn't mind seeing her again. She's not a bad character. But yeah, Fortnite, I'm sure it's a good game. I know it's a good game based on how, like, just from people I know who know about video game design being like, yeah, it's a good game, but I don't know. You can't ever make me play it, okay? "30 bloody meters." This song. Big bounce. Are you guys hyped for the Sonic movie 3? I feel so disconnected from the Sonic fan base when it comes to the Sonic movie. Like, I don't hate him, but I just don't really care that much. Some people, it's like their favorite piece of Sonic media. I like the second one so much more than the first one, but it was still like, I don't know. Know what I'm not hyped for? And this is not me being a sourpuss, and I'm not mad. I'm not saying you're not allowed to be hyped for it. I'm not hyped at all for the Mario movie. I just couldn't possibly give less of a fuck. I've seen some very cute little advertisements, like the one where they did the Super Show stuff. I appreciate that. But I just can't muster up the energy in me to actually give a fuck. I don't know what it is. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because there's 0% chance that movie's gonna be better than the live-action version. The live-action Mario movie is a treasure. We'll never get a piece of media like that again. Yo, what's up, Fee? How's it going? I will not be watching the Mario movie. I will be, but like, I'm probably not gonna go to the fucking theater to watch it. I'll just have everything fucking spoiled for me on Twitter on my timeline, and then eventually I'll download it when it is downloadable. Dennis Hopper, rest in peace. I know, great performance. Great performances. Actually, unironically, like, legitimately good actors in that movie. Not necessarily every performance is necessarily good, but like, it's an interesting movie. Pineapple, pineapple. There's a podcast called The Flophouse that talks to the writer of the Mario movie. You should listen. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. I actually just mentioned the Mario movie. I was editing a clip of me talking about the Mario movie briefly yesterday in the podcast, about the Penders podcast, which is making good progress. It'll definitely be out this March. I was talking about how, yes, the shit in the fucking comic is so insane and weird and stuff, but I appreciate it all the more for that, just because we'll never have an era where, like, Nintendo will allow some insane live-action Mario movie to get made. And we'll never have an era where Sega will allow some psychotic man to tell his insane stories in the ostensibly in the Sonic comics, but it's just really some weird shit that barely has anything to do with Sonic. Podcast, yes, Fatal Junior. If you scroll below my Twitch channel, you will see a link. I actually finally added a link to Netlore. So I know it looks like it's an inactive, dead project, but I assure you, new episode this month. I love these penguins, dude. I know I said that already. What can I say? I'm a penguin appreciator. Netlore is so good. I'm glad. It's insane and doesn't even make any sense to me that I can have. There are actual Netlore fans. There's like nothing out there. It's 2 episodes, but in a way there's 3 because the low tax video, the first episode is just a response to that, and it's more like just a commentary on that. It's a little confusing. I know it's like, I never mention it anywhere, so I don't expect people to know about it. But I will, once this Penders episode is out. I know my freaking Sonic fans are actually going to want to watch that, because that's like one of my most requested videos. Do a video on Ken Penders, and for years and years and years, I was like, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. Oh, by the way, thank you very much, Waffle Magic, for raiding me with a party of 11 26 minutes ago. I completely did not notice. I completely, 100%, didn't even notice that. And thank you very much, Ash Plus, for raiding me with the party 15 right now. Thank you very much. I'm so bad at noticing when things happen in my chat. If you had been watching me before I had affiliate, the only way to interact was to donate via the Streamlabs PayPal thing, and I would constantly not notice when people were donating because my donation sound was a ring sound from Sonic. And there were times I'm playing Sonic, and then I obviously wasn't going to notice the ring sound when I was playing it. I don't want to have to use the generic, like, Twitch sounds, but then I realized, at least when the generic Twitch sounds happen, I know that they happen. I will always hear it and be like, huh. Isn't Low Tax in jail now? Low Tax is dead. Watch the documentary if you want to know what happened to Low Tax, but yes. He is very much dead by his own hand. It's quite the tale of a very influential man. I never have been like, you have to like or respect, even respect at all Low Tax, but for God's sake, he invented something awful. If he didn't invent something awful, 4chan would not have been created. If he hadn't created that, so you can't even do the chain of events. Culture would be unrecognizable if that one stupid, fucked up man didn't make that one stupid, fucked up website. It's weird to think about. You should promote the podcast. It's super interesting. I will. See, the reason I didn't do it is because what's the point of promoting a podcast with 2 episodes? And it looks like it's dead. But once it's up and running, which it will be soon, I will promote it. I will do a main channel. I was originally going to make a little video on the main channel, just a short one. Thank you, Stu, man. Much appreciated for the subscription. Thank you, dude. I was going to make a video that was like a 5-minute video about Johnny 5 Aces, and it was going to end with like, by the way, check out Netlore. I might do that. I might just make a video saying, hey, I have a podcast, go check it out. It's more direct. Like, there's a Ken Penders video. That might get people's attention more. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Best ever. It's weird how something awful is the genesis of all internet culture. It's somehow completely relevant. It is so peculiar, and not being a hater, but like, there's like still people who post on something awful, and I'm just like, what are you doing with your life? Why are you still on this fucking ancient dead website? I've go there. I literally just yesterday was saying I was rereading the Barkley 2 thread. I'm not a hater, okay? I mean, I'm a hater for some things, but I'm not, I don't know. I have more complicated relationship with something awful than being a hater. I'm just like, I don't understand the appeal of why would you continue to use it. Well, I sort of get it because I hate the rest of the modern, and I hate having to use Twitter. I hate that Twitter basically replaced all forums, okay? I get it to that extent, but like, it's just, I literally, when I joined Something Awful in 2007, I was like, I missed the best years. I got in on the late end, and this is so much past its prime. And that was 15 fucking years ago, you know what I mean? Oh, dude, I forgot. You ready for Tamers World War 3? I'm so ready. It's like March. It's like this week, right? I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the new Tamers vid. I'm hyped as fuck, dude. It's gonna be like a big one. I think it's gonna be like a movie. I want to hype myself. I don't necessarily say it's all about the length. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be like the end of Phase 3, where he says Phase 1 of Sonic Underground was the original series. Phase 2 is everything up to the Battle with the Boys, and Phase 3 is gonna be just, I guess this. Everything up to now, past that. Stop. I hate the cops in multiple ways and settings, but especially in Katamari when they make annoying fucking noises at me. And then I bump them out of my Katamari and have to go pick them up again. I just want to get over. Look how easy I should be able to get over this. See? Why didn't I just do it the first time? Why did I have to lose all those fucking people? Bandicario says, I want to plush your avatar. Interesting. I've had the fuck, what are they called? Makeshift, the one that everyone has, the one that everyone has their own custom plushies does through that company. They reached out to me. They're like, we want to make a Cyber Shell plush, and I did not respond. I don't know. I've never had any kind of merch ever of any kind. I might someday. I would wonder about that. Like, am I legally allowed to sell a Cyber Shell plush? It's just fucking Fat Sonic. Am I allowed to sell something that's just Fat Sonic? I mean, does that even make any sense? If I had less legal worries, maybe I would have done it sooner. I know people have sold plushies of their designs, and their plushies are way more derivative of copyrighted shit than mine. So I'm not saying like it could never happen or anything. I just feel like it's weird, right? Someone, a fan of mine, Suzanne C, sent me a very nice little custom like knit like Cyber Shell plushie thing. That's just for me. None of you are allowed to have it. I don't even know how many people would actually want Cyber Shell. I don't even know if I did one of those polls, like, would you be interested in merch? I know, I see people run those polls all the time on Twitter, and I know people are voting yes, and they say, ah, yes, I'm interested. I know they're voting for that, and they never buy merch, so I still don't trust those either. I would if it was cool merch. See, if I had a good idea for merch, I might consider it more. Like, Germa's doing his Grotto Beasts fake, I would say fake card. It's a real card game now, I guess, so he's doing his real card gamers. That's a cool idea for merch. I don't have any ideas like that. I know I should just sell some shirts, okay? Everyone has them. Every real content creator just sells shirts, okay? I should just make a shirt or sell a shirt. It's funny. I have some insanely talented artist friends who would probably be like happy to design a shirt design for me, but I never like think of it. I never am like, ah, yes, Time to design a shirt. I don't know. I can't. It's just so weird. I couldn't even imagine going out in public and seeing someone in a Cybershell shirt. I would be like, I would run away. I'd sprint to the other direction, to be honest. Cybershell kitchen appliances. Yeah, if I can have a good idea for merch. Again, I'm not saying I would hate if someone bought my merch. I just feel weird about it. I would buy a shirt referencing I just think it's neat. I don't think I can sell that either, because that's not my original joke. That's a Simpsons reference. I mean, I'm sure you can sell a joke with the Simpsons reference on a shirt, but I don't know. Dude, there's people who legitimately will see the, boy, I hope someone got fired for that blunder, and they're like, Cybershell reference? I'm like, guys, you're embarrassing me. Go watch classic Simpsons. There's people who say that, and they're going, Cybershell making a Mumkey reference? No, you fucking idiots. Watch classic Simpsons. I'm not saying I know it's a lot to say you have to watch 8 seasons of a show, but if you haven't seen the first 8 seasons of The Simpsons, you are missing cultural touchstones, and you will never be able to communicate with someone over the age of 30, like on a true level. To be honest, I don't know how to explain it to you better than that. Have you seen the AI-generated steamed hams? Yes, I actually quite like that. It's way... I mean, not that I never got it. I watched the Seinfeld one, and I was like, this sucks. This is not funny. They've never said anything remotely funny. But maybe it's because I didn't care. Whereas I was cracking up watching the steamed ham ones, because it has a similar structure every time, but they substitute like a different dish or a different weird phenomenon. I just love Skinner being like, "Oh no, Professor Chalmers, there's no fire. That's a will. Oh, the wisp." It's funny. It's funny to me. I also think seasons 9 through 11 of Simpsons are decent. I'm not even saying season 8 is the last episode. Season 8 is the last good episode. I'm just saying those are the ones you need to watch. Seasons 9 through 11 absolutely have good episodes in them, but I wouldn't say the overall quality. 8 is the last season, I would say, is the like must watch. Am I big enough to pick up these boats? I was gonna say, if I'm not big enough to pick up these boats, I'm gonna have to turn around. That's gonna be embarrassing. Your thoughts on Sonic Frontiers boss fights? In big step up, honestly, for the series. I thought it was interesting to make it like, I'm so used to Super Sonic only showing up at the end of the game. The thought of just doing every boss being one of those epic Super Sonic boss fights is kind of cool. Some of them are a little weak. What was the last one? Supreme? The last one before you go into space? That was dog shit. I don't know why it was so easy. I legitimately was like, Sonic was like, that was it. I was like, of course that was it. It's really just a phase 1. And it was a phase 1, but I don't understand why it was so bad. Giganto was fun. The other ones were okay. I don't know. You know me. I'm not being a hater. I'm just calling it like I see it. Supreme, were you high stats? I wasn't maxed out stats. I was high. I like level 40 or some shit, I guess. But I wasn't like... Why was it so easy? Yeah, and the final boss being a Ikaruga-like was an odd choice. I can't say I hated it, but again, it was an odd choice. And yes, I beat it on my first try. I love exploring places in Katamari and destroying them. And like there's like a kaiju, a giant guy fighting a kaiju. Oh, it's so cute. It's such a cute little game. Alright, I think I need to turn around, because I'm not big enough for this spot. Oh no! I'm blowing it! It's okay, I'm just gonna turn around, get everything back that I missed, and then I'll be back over here. When are you going to do a spiritual sequel to Top 10 Hottest Sonic Girls using the updated cast list? I always thought about doing a parody of that video of some kind, or just like recording it, like re-recording it straight up, just word for word, and uploading it to my second channel or something, but I don't know. There's nothing I can do or parody, or nothing will ever be as funny as the original. Yeah, Donkey kind of beat me to it. Yeah, I was going to say, I had that idea, I was in my back of my mind for years, and I think that video happened, I was like, well, I don't have to do that now. Nothing will ever be as funny as the original, not hating on Donkey or whatever, but it's true. That original video. The sincerity of it is what makes it. Katamari is a very cyber shellcore game. Exploration, tons of weird, tiny details. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I love this game. Been zoning out, just playing the shit out of it. It's an easy game, I guess, but it's not the kind of game where it's like they're trying to... Not every game has to be I want to be the guy, alright? Sometimes games are allowed to be fucking easy. Just chill out, chat. You follow Super Best Friends, Castle Super Beast, they match your enthusiasm. I actually sort of explained this on one of my other streams where I just never had time to get into another parasocial friend simulator. I don't mean that in a negative sense, just like everyone, it's good to have, like, I just got that out of my system by being a freak on something awful as Let's Play Sub Forum. I didn't need it the way, not need, and it sounds like I'm being derogatory or something, but like, I don't know. I watched some of their videos. Some of their David Cage playthroughs were fun, okay? I actually have nothing against any of those guys or whatever, it's just wasn't my thing. I didn't actually know Pat, but I know Pat was a Yeti, right? I think it was Pat. So that's I was always like, that's a funny connection there. Hoping for a Frontier sequel. They're almost positively doing a sequel to Frontiers since they're gonna do another open zone stuff. And I have issues with Frontiers, and I think a lot of my issues with Frontiers could be addressed properly in a sequel design. So I'm intrigued to see what they'll do next. Awesome church tweets. My favorite thing about videos is how we go off on tangents. I love it. I'm glad you like that, because sometimes I get a little self-conscious. Like, my videos are so unfocused, but I know some people don't mind. The whole Dreamcast video was basically a tangent, the video, so I'm glad people enjoy them. And my streams are nothing but me getting on tangents. And I don't even finish my tangent. I get halfway through a tangent, and I had like a point I was building up to, distracted by a different tangent, and all of a sudden I'm completely lost track of what the hell was going on. You got referenced a few times by Corey on Oni Plays. Would you be willing to guest star if you reached out to me? Yeah, I would totally be willing to guest star if they reached out to me. I doubt they will, just because Oni is like, I mean, come on, he's... Do you know how many people would fucking cut their fucking head off just to have a chance to be on that Oni Plays? But yeah, Corey's a cool guy. The only reason I don't follow Corey on Twitter is because I don't follow porn artists, and it's not like a judgment thing. I just want to be able to pull out my Twitter, my phone in public, and not have to worry about getting flashbanged by porn. Are there any Sonic speedruns you can analyze? That's pretty hard right now. You know, I would feel like a fake fan. I feel like speedrun analysis videos should be done by the speedruns who can actually, like... And then this guy came along with this trick, and then it's like nobody thought he'd be able to beat the Blubber Flub's shit skip. But then this happened. You're somewhat of an internet OG, though. You host a lot of them. Like I said, I'd be doing it if you want me to. I'm mutuals with Oni on Twitter. I don't know why he follows me. I've never interacted with him, really. But I'm happy to... Seems like a really cool guy. Everyone I know who's cool is like, he's a cool guy. And I know he's, you know... I've seen a few of their vids. Like, I watched some of the Sonic Heroes stuff. They're funny guys. I always like, you know, old Newgrounds freaks and whatnot. They're always good lads. Oh man, personally, I don't go to LLETI more than Movie Archives Last Draw plus General Tuxedos too much either. I didn't make like a big, this is my last topic type deal, but I kind of just stopped going for a while too. And yeah, it is like, I don't know. It's not like I'll never go in and check on it again or whatever, but kind of just past a part of my internet career where I need to check that site every day, all day. It's just refresh F5 on the main topic list over and over, doing like nothing all day. And I was like, I might as well do nothing all day, but like productively, if that makes any sense. Like streaming is kind of doing nothing all day, but I don't know. I just need some kind of forum in my life. I don't have... Yeah, I agree with you. I like the idea of a forum. And Twitter sucks dick, but it's kind of what has been my forum replacement. So yeah, I don't really hold it against anyone who's like still using something awful, because like, you know, it's literally just force of habit. It's literally just people going to that website for some people literally like 20 fucking years, like maybe even every day. It's like, what are you gonna just do? You just gonna stop doing that, you asshole? Delicious swordfish. I'm eating the swordfish. Were you ever in the YTP community, like the YouTube forums? You know, I wasn't actually ever in the YTP community, but I always respected those guys. I always love those guys. I still respect and love anyone psychotic enough willing to be doing YouTube poops in the modern age. Yeah, I always liked YouTube poops. I always thought they were just a fun way to fuck around, mess up with some copyright material to make some funny new thing. But I never, like, really was a YouTube pooper, to be honest. I made some random shitty videos that almost could be considered YouTube poops, but like, I don't know if some of them I probably were predating YouTube, like they were on Google videos. I don't think they can count. Did you ever get into YTMD? Yes, I was a YTMD user back in the day. Know all about the war against E-Bomb's world. Gosh damn, I used to run a fairly successful King of the Hill YTV. That's funny. There's some great King of the Hill YTVs. I know everyone's tired of, everyone always mentions the, you know, the classics, but Durham Rocker Z made some insanely good videos. There's some good ones. Oops. I didn't hit the mic, I hit the desk this time. I don't know if you heard that. My favorite YTVD is the Stan Tells Everything using the Weird Al hardware song. There's some really classic ones. The Bill Cosby Pokemon one. There's some good ones, man. There's some good YTMDs out there. It's a lovely little website. It's a lovely little time capsule. I had a sudden revelation of how cringe the stuff I was making, so I scrubbed this channel. You see, I can't ever blame anyone for feeling that way or doing that, but I'm like, come on, man. Internet history. Internet history. Again, like I said, I have a privileged position where my earliest, cringiest stuff, I didn't have to go out of my way to delete it. It just naturally got deleted off the internet, so like I said, I'm privileged in that sense, so I don't blame anyone. These new AI voices probably hit the YTV. That's interesting. So that's okay. So this is a thing that happened before the latest boom. People have been doing AI voices. Let me calm down for a second. AI voices have been getting better for like over a year now. Like 6 months ago, you can find a video on my section. So I use like, what was it, like 11.ai. You can make some pretty decent AI voices. Tamer has decided to implement some new AI voices into his series, replacing the iconic text-to-speech ones. And people went ballistic in his comment section, being like, stop, you're ruining it, you're fucking ruining it. And he was didn't take that too kindly. He was nice enough to go back to the original text-to-speech voices for the main characters. But I felt bad because I want him to be able to experiment with the fun new stuff that he can do now, finally. After like 10 years of making these videos, he can finally have characters that actually sound like Sonic Underground characters. But at the same time, you can't change Bartleby's voice, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I saw it, people were talking about with the SFM Gmod videos. That was what I couldn't remember. It's called Gmod videos. The TF2 Gmod videos. People, I don't want sentence mixing to become a lost art form. This is a point I was trying to lead up to. Sentence mixing is such a funny thing. Like hearing a funnily sentence mixed TF2 mashed up sentence will always be funnier than like hearing some AI voice say it. Thank you very much, Blade of War. Glad to see you streaming. Thanks for the countless laughs. Also for turning me on to Tamers. I know, right? I have so many people who are like, I've Tamers pilled. Can I get on the last level now, or is it like, oh yeah, North Star, that's the last level, right? Damn, I was not gonna beat the game. I'm not gonna beat the game time. I'm just gonna stream for a little bit, but I guess I'm on the last level. I'll be right back really quick. Again, one last time. Okay. Best Pope Ever says, Total Biscuit's widow made a post recently about removing all his videos to prevent him from becoming AI'd. Okay. Is that true? Like, if you go to Total Biscuit's channel now where there are no videos, that's, I have mixed feelings on that. One hand, I understand the desire not to have that happen, and very ghoulish, especially if it's like a loved one you cared about. On the other hand, that it's misguided. There's too much re-uploaded Total Biscuit content. There's no way, if someone was really committed to doing this, you couldn't stop them. And isn't it, like, more fucked up to remove someone's entire legacy, all their videos they ever made, that made people happy just to prevent something that might happen that wouldn't even, I'm not saying it wouldn't be ghoulish, but it wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be the end of the world, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell her what to do. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I thought about that too, you know. I thought about, like, there's too much of my voice out there that if someone wanted to make an AI of my voice saying horrible things, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be too doomer about it, but it is a little concerning. It doesn't seem like, oh, you know, if someone made a video of me saying some horrible shit, I could just make a Twitter post, and guys, I didn't say that. But, like, what if someone takes your voice and makes a perfect AI recreation of it, and then calls your grandma, being like, hey, grandma, I need some fucking money. I'm at the airport right now. I just need you to send me some money so I get on a plane or something. Is your grandma gonna be smart enough to not do that? Old people are fucking stupid, man. I'm not making fun of your grandma specifically, okay? But whoever you are in the chat, but I'm just saying, it's dangerous. It's dangerous stuff. And whatever in the AI section. Didn't South Park just did an episode about ChatGPT? I didn't watch it yet. But, like, it's mainstream. People know about it. It's not even some weird freak internet thing. Wait, this is not the last level. Or it is the last level, but it's different because it says stop rolling. Did they just give you unlimited time on this? Ah, whatever. I'll just do it anyways. I should have read what he said at the beginning. In fact, you know what? I'm going to read what he said at the beginning. Sorry. If there's like a minimum size it's supposed to be. I thought North Star was the last mission. No, Moon is the last mission. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Moon. I knew it wasn't Make It Star 10. I knew it was something else. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, at least I stopped instead of spending a bunch of time doing that. I'm just trying to beat the main 10 stages to beat the game and then turn the stream off. On the flip side, you can use the AI voice excuse to get away with saying bad things. I don't think that's a good thing either, Dwarf. I know you're being silly, you're just being funny, and I'm not being like, how dare you say that or anything, but like, people are going to use that. People who say bad things are going to get away with it now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a complete Luddite. I think there's going to be interesting use cases for AI. It's not all bad. It's not going to always all be bad things forever, okay? But at the same time, I'm not one of those freaks who's like, yes, AI, I'm super gung-ho about AI. AI is great. Yeah, everything about how it's been rolling out, and they're trying to roll it up as part of like Web 3.0. I hate that. But yeah. It would be a funny bit, I was going to say, it would be a funny bit to make an AI Cybercell voice and make a video with that. But the thing is, it's not even original. Like, South Park, it just says South Park did a video where they're talking about ChatGPT, and I have no idea what happens. I've seen that episode, but who knows. If I was South Park, I would do a joke where I had them do AI voices and see who could tell the difference. Some of those AI voices are so good. It's fucked up, dude. Yeah, I thought Web 2.0 was bad. I wasn't prepared for how bad Web 3.0 could get. Fucking NFTs. NFTs seem quaint by now, you know what I mean? Like, nobody even, like... Nobody even cares about that shit. Oh yeah, Metaverse. I love the Metaverse, dude. It brings me so much joy thinking about Mark Zuckerberg losing billions of dollars on shitty VR chat. Like, what an asshole. Fucking freak. I'm not even a huge VR chat user, but I have used it a few times, and I hope it stays the way it is forever, which is like a weird snow crash copyright dystopia where you can just be any copyrighted character you want. Who's gonna stop you? No one's gonna stop you, because this is some metaverse hellhole. To pay for the privilege of looking like your favorite Stranger Things character. Fuck you. Pay for the privilege of having legs. Tony says, I came into the exact instant you said this is a metaverse hellhole. I was saying how... I'm not even a huge VR chat head. I'm just saying VR chat is so much better than Facebook metaverse bullshit. Fucking fuck Mark Zuckerberg. Freak. I like the Mark Zuckerberg meme. I like all the Mark Zuckerberg memes as long as they're not trying to fucking humanize him, which they aren't really. All of them are about him being a robot monster. Son of a bitch. I'm not even gonna get a whole rant about it because it's like nobody wants to hear me talk about this shit, but good God. If it was possible to quantify the damage to society that Facebook alone has done, it would be, who couldn't? It would be incalculable. It is incalculable. It's so much horribleness has happened. I don't even want to get into the specific details of the things I'm thinking about. You all know it's true. You all know it's true. Oh, look at these cute little cows. I love Katamari because there's so many like random little tableaus, like guy shepherding around a bunch of little cows. There's like shit like this in every little level. Blade of War says, hey Cybersoul, hey Facebook Marketplace, been good for me finding old sign trees. Okay, I'm not saying there's 0 use cases for Facebook. I mean, I literally never use Facebook. I do not use that site, but, you know, for like trying to find stuff to buy, sure. I hear ya, I hear ya. Yeah, if I was more of a gamer, I'd be bitching out how Facebook ruined gaming forever with fucking Zynga, Farmville, dog shit. I mean, that's just sort of tied up in the whole mobile phone aspect of it all. It's not all... Can't blame everything on Facebook, okay? I'm not an idiot. I know it's not like it's an alternate reality where everything was the same, but no Mark Zuckerberg things would be so better, you know what I mean? I mean, they might be better, but it's... There's a million Mark Zuckerbergs out there, okay? People get so obsessed with, like, this one person is such a big deal. Everything is this one person's fault and problem. If we took care of this one person, everything would be better. It's like, no. Sadly, that's not usually how it works. Did you say Bazinga Farmville feed? No, no, no. I said Zynga. Look up the company that owns Farmville. It's Z-Y-N-G-A. Let's go to the next part of the level. Oh god, okay, well, fuck these guys. I'm gonna go to the next part of the level. I thought I could scoop up a couple of them. I don't even know how Zynga is still extant. I think they still must make money to some degree doing some shit. But I know they can't be... They were like the king of the fucking world back in like 2012 and everyone and their grandma was on Facebook playing Farmville or whatever, you know? In an alternate universe, Tom Fulp is right. I'm assuming Tom Fulp, just a typo, but yeah, I could see it. I mean, again, not to get into politics, but if Donald Trump can be president, the one thing you got to say is that he's quite literally opened the door for anyone. There's literally no bar. There's no minimum bar anymore. Really, anyone. I mean, there's like you have to be born in America and 35 years old or whatever, but there's no qualification barrier anymore. Here we go. I'm finally doing it. I'm finally starting to snowball. Hit that rank. Hit that size so I can start picking up trees and buildings. That's when you get it good. AI president. Rapidly approaching Fallout 3. Actually, you don't have to be born in America, you just be natural. I was under the impression you actually have to be born in America. And because of that, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger was like, I'm never going to run for president. But maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I guess I don't really care. To be perfectly honest, I never have just, like, not saying I don't care at this moment. I'm interested in talking about it. I'm just saying in the past, never, like, I really care so much about what do you need to do to be president, because I've never had the aspiration to be president. Fucking hell, dude. I was stuck, and I was like, I guess I'll boost to get unstuck. I boosted right into the fucking pole. Ah, Katamari. This is such a good game. I know I opened the stream just like saying that over and over again. This is such a good game. But you know what? I'm right. It is such a good game. Someone actually, like, not someone, the guy who made this, he had the idea to make this game, which I know sounds like a self-evident, obvious, dumbass statement, because it is, but, like, think about it. Imagine being in a world where there was no Katamari. It didn't even exist. Ugh, fuck, fine. Is the second game good too? Yes! It is. Fuck me, dude. I can't get back up there if I'm too big. This is brutal. All that shit flying off. Maybe I guess you have to be going enough speed. There we go. This game has some amazing sound effects too. You know, I don't appreciate sound design enough. I don't talk about sound design enough in my videos. It's one of those things where it's like, if it's bad, people will know, but they won't necessarily always be able to put their finger on it. But good to sound design in a game, in a video, in a movie, and whatever. It's like, I don't know. I guess it's not that underappreciated. People know that audio is important, right? I'm getting there, guys. I'm big enough to get the cars. We're getting there. I don't understand. I was like, why does this building have a penis? But it doesn't. It's just a lion head statue. Pizza Towers makes sense. Yes, it does. Dude, I was crying laughing when that Germa stream where he figured out the stock scream sound effect that Peppino uses. He finds the source and also that it was used in Orphan of Kos. Good God, that was funny. Sound design. I love sound. I love audio. I love when the molecules in air vibrate around and then it makes like coherent like thing. It makes me think things because the syllables people are using correspond to notions and ideas. I love language. It's such a cool thing. Who invented this anyways? Who invented language? I want to shake their hand. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Can I get the giraffe? Yes. Yes! It begins! I just saw a video on how sound can make shapes. Dude, you can do the craziest shit. You can make like a droplet of water hover in the air just by using your speakers. It's insane. It's insanity. It's like, it's beyond insanity. Where have I heard this song before? Well, you heard it in a video where someone was using Katamari Damacy. Oh, look at the giant icon. That's so cute. This is like the Katamari song. There's so many good songs on the soundtrack. I haven't even been fully appreciating them. Damn it, I think I got everything in here that I can get. I'm just gonna lose size from being in here. That's okay. Look at this big ass octopus. I feel like designing a Katamari level would be fun. Mirroring this in some early YouTube animation. Not surprising, just in the sense people love Katamari. It's a beloved series. I actually mean this. I have never heard anyone say anything bad about Katamari ever, which isn't like that impressive, I guess, but like there's haters all over the place for every franchise in the world, man. It's actually is kind of impressive when you really think about it. Stop hitting me around, you giant Daruma. Fine. I guess, okay, so you can have issues with like some of the later games. Some of the later Katamari games aren't as impressive, or whatever you want me to say. God damn it, I was like, I can just wait here for the swordfish to jump in me. Nope, they're too big. Nobi boy's better. Okay, I'm not saying Katamari has to be your favorite game. I'm just saying. Damn it, I'm in that little awkward period where I'm not big enough to get everything around me, and I think I went here a little too early again. Ah! I was just so excited to get past that next barrier. This game really stresses me out. It's the only bad thing I say. I hear you, but I don't agree in the sense I mean, it doesn't stress me out. I'm not saying I don't agree. It doesn't stress you out. I'm sure if you say it does, it does. I might actually lose make the moon because you're supposed to. This is like the only levels where you actually have to sort of have a consistent pace, and I've not had a consistent pace. I've been fucking around all over the place. How many copies of Sonic 3 do you have? Not enough. Not enough. Combine harvester. Please, I know you can get over this. I was about to say, if I'm not big enough to pick up these mushrooms, it's over. But I am big enough. Tony says, I was born too late, however. Somehow still a Sega Genesis Sonic 3 Knuckles. That's a good thing to randomly have. Help your taste. Oh my god. I really am playing like shit today. This is crazy. Oh my god. Finally, I hit the threshold. This is what I've been waiting for. Got the daikon! Big turnip! See how fast your fortunes can change? I was doing so bad. Boom. It's all about the thresholds, baby. That's what Katamari is all about. I call this the snowball effect. It's an original term that I coined, and it's a Cybershell original. Oh, Toeman John. It's good that you're asking me about this. People keep asking me about this at least once in stream. Whatever happened to that Sonic Origins vid? Did it end up being bad, kind of take the wind out of your sails? Yes, that's exactly what happened. And then originally I was just going to put it off, and then I was like, well, I'll do it eventually. Like, I will do the Sonic 3 and Knuckles I'm Sorry Sega stream, even though I'm not sorry Sega. Fuck you, Sega. I still have to do the I'm Sorry Sega stream. But, then they announced Plus, Sonic Origins Plus was leaked or something. So now I'm waiting for that, and when that's eventually out, eventually I will sheepishly come back and be like, guys, remember when I said Sonic Origins is going to be good? There's no way they can screw it up. Well, they screwed it up! It's not all bad. That's the thing I'm ambivalent about. There's some things are good, some things are bad. It's mostly, I have more complaints than praises, but I don't want to ignore all the good things. Like, what's his face? Some guy, there was some like good pixel art, some good bespoke. There's some good things in there too. Okay, you'll see it when you see my video, but I don't know. Why am I not picking up these containers? Am I seriously somehow not big enough? There we go. It's weird. I'm angry about what they did to Carnival Night and Launch Base's BGN, says Chickens. I'm not angry because I knew it was coming, but because of that, I know it's petty, but I'll just never... It's not real Sonic 3 Knuckles. If it doesn't have the real music, it's not real Sonic 3 Knuckles to me. I'll never would want to play that version. I don't know what to say. I know I can just fix it with mods or whatever, but... 60M, huh? Still just a toddler. Their basement tracks are inferior to the damn prototype. Yeah, there was some shit where it's like the wrong sound font or something, right? I don't remember. I don't know. If you like the original slash new music, you know what I mean? The replacement music they used in Origins. There's nothing wrong with liking the music. It's not that I'm saying the music is objectively bad. I just can't not hear the real music in those stages. I need to hear the real music. Why? Because I'm a fucking Sonic freak, okay? I don't have a better explanation, okay? I like those tracks a lot too. Ice Cap, Carnival Night, and Launch Base. I like all three of the tracks. They're all good. I mean, all the Sonic music is fucking good. Of course, I'm gonna like these tracks. Elias Caps, I love the prototype songs. I genuinely hate the Origins version. See? It's not just me. Got the big enough for the octopi. Guys, we got it in the bag. Oh man, I'm still not big enough to take on the kaiju fight. But look, there's the screen on the stadium. It actually shows like it's like rendering the camera screening. I always love when games do that. It's such a cute little thing. Not big enough to pick it up. Damn it, not big enough to get the floating carnival. Yeah, we are so back. When you're big enough, the next major threshold is when you start getting big enough to pick up the islands. Then it's all over. There we go. I got Monty Python's Flying Circus. It's hard to explain, okay? If you haven't played this game, I mean, maybe you're getting it from watching me play it, but it's just so satisfying to play this game. Such a good game. Have I mentioned that yet? Have I mentioned that I like this game because it's good? I am still a good ways away from hitting the goal. Katamari stream when? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll stream Katamari someday. We'll see if I feel like it. Ugh, I'm just slightly not big enough to get these fucking buildings over here. No! It's okay. It's okay. God, it's so weird. I remember when this game was not like brand new, but pretty new. Thoughts on Ian Flynn and his writing? I like Ian Flynn's writing. It's not like, I understand he has his critics. But it depends on what you mean. You mean his writing on the comic or his writing for the games? Because his writing for the games, obviously I said it in my Frontiers video, it's a little reference heavy, but I understand they're trying to make up for lost time there. I don't blame him too much for doing it like that. The comics I also like, again, I'm comparing it to like the early Archie stuff, so I don't know if I have a different frame of reference than most people. Unfortunately, mogged by Ken Penders. Yeah, that's the real. I'm just a Penders fanboy, sorry. What is, in your opinion, the worst Sonic game and why? The worst Sonic game, I mean, obviously I gotta say Sonic 4, right? Everyone wants me to say Sonic 4. If you're not counting, I mean, maybe like Sonic Labyrinth. I mean, that game fucking sucks. That game is really bad. I know I'm like, Sonic 4 is not a real Sonic game, but Sonic Labyrinth is like, really not a Sonic game. Sonic Blast is bad, but people don't understand there's a historical context for Sonic Blast. Sonic Blast is explicitly designed to be a baby game, a game for babies that babies can play. It was part of like there was like a branding thing going on. They had going on. They were trying to make a like with the Game Gear in Japan. It had like a explicitly young child oriented aim, and they made a Sonic game in the young child series, and that game ended up being Sonic Blast. So that didn't get properly translated or whatever, and they were bringing it over here. I'm 90% sure Labyrinth was some other game we're going to. I mean, that would make more sense than it being like, let's make a slow Sonic game. That doesn't make any sense. Sonic Blast is funny. I appreciate Sonic Blast for looking like that, for having that aesthetic. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the cloud. Fucking come on, cloud. Strife. That cloud is causing me strife. I apologize. What am I, 200 meters? That's fine. That means I got 5 minutes. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm gonna have to get the whirlpools and the Giga Kraken. Not the Giga Kraken, but the whirlpools. Oh my god. So, the water's so deep over here. Like I said, once you can start picking up the islands, it's all over. I've already won. The stadium, my favorite piece of the game. Fuck. Didn't get him. These Giga Mushrooms. Yeah, definitely. I know those ones are like bigger. You need to be bigger than you'd think to get those. I remember that. No way, I can't pick up that tanker? Brutal. Well, I know I can pick up this guy. Gigantic octopus. God, I'm starting to choke. We're actually running towards the end of the timer. Fucking blocked by cumulonimbus clouds. What is this fucking thing over here? Oni rock. Can't see shit, Captain. Oni Island, there we go. Oni plays Island? Dude, holy shit! Jim Carrey's not coming back. I mean, has that been confirmed? Oh, I did it. I beat the game. I mean, it's not technically over yet, but I beat the game. Now I can finally get those blasted clouds. Like, look how fucked up my Katamari is. This is the really good part. Split screen Family Guy. Best Pope ever has to enjoy Smiling Friends. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I was saying they should cancel Rick and Morty and give all the resources set aside for Rick and Morty to Smiling Friends. The fucking railroad track is making my thing look so fucking goofy. I hate it when my Katamari's not fucked up. Got the XXXXL mushroom. There's like a storm over here. Again, it's just like, remember when I was in the town? Remember I was having trouble in the town? That was only a few minutes ago. The rain coming out like at odd angles. Oh god. Tornado. Rainbow. Once you can pick up the rainbow, that should really be the ending condition. This level should just automatically end. Well, it shouldn't automatically end. It's fun to keep going. He killed zillions. I know, everyone. Everyone dead. Well, they're not dead. They're going to be part of the moon. Do the super roll. I can, like, get a good view of the whole map now. Get the red Oni. No, it's zooming out. It'd be so unwieldy to control when it's this big. You look like Safer Sephiroth. Yeah, just a complete unknowable entity. Like, if you saw something like this coming at you, you wouldn't even be scared. You'd just be like, what? What is even happening? Yes, I did it. I hit 750. Not that I was aiming for that. I just happened to look up right when the game ended, and I was like, that's a nice even number. Professional roller. That's the achievement that just popped up that you can't see because my stupid face is blocking it. We did it, guys. We beat this. I literally booted this game up and I played like 3 levels, 4 levels, 4 or 5 levels. 5 levels will be good. I'll call it. It'll be an early stream. But I ended up beating the whole game. So there you go. And I am going to call it soon. So thanks for staying and hanging out. And again, sorry. Normally, I think the story and the characters and the aesthetic is charming. Today, I just wasn't in the mood. I just wanted to fucking... I didn't feel like reading all the King of Cosmos' voices in a... Oh, the Prince of Ouija. The King of Osama. I didn't feel like reading them in a funny voice, okay? I just wanted to play the game and hang out. We can hang out during the credits. Yeah, it would be better if the game ended with you rolling up the King of Cosmos, huh, Big? Yeah, so close to 751. I fucking failed right at the end. Thank you. That's me saying thank you to you. Don't wait to roll the world. Oh, right, yes. I mean, I beat the game, but there's still a little... There's the credits. I can't skip the credits. Feeble chances. The remaster sucks for sanding the sides off the prince's head. It is funny that it's picking up. I wonder how outdated this map is. Like, what countries are on here that no longer exist? This is a very cute way to end the game, though, you have to admit. Marshall Islands. I got your ass, Marshall Islands. East Timor. Look at all these countries. Fucking Antarctica. So pumped for the We Love Katamari remake, says Busy Bee. I may play that on stream. Why not? Why not? Show me Europe. Europe will come apart. I roll over it. There we go. Where am I? Where am I? This is Philippines. Okay, yeah, South America. Billions must die. Yeah, the ending of Katamari is kind of fucked up when he kills everyone on the planet. It's inspired by End of Eva or something. Yo, thank you, Vizzy B. Thanks for the last minute subscribe. The ultimate flex. There we go. I knew there were a bunch of countries I was missing over here somewhere. Still not big enough for Antarctica. I think that's like one of the harder ones to get. Oh, big enough for Australia, not Antarctica. Okay, well, if I got Russia, come on. That's it. Look at all these little tiny countries. I don't know what the total country count at the time of this game's release was, so I don't know when I'm going to be done. I'm just going to keep doing it until I'm hanging out. Yeah, thank God we destroyed America. Somebody had to do it. You're not allowed to do the boost? You can't do the boost on this one. That's interesting. Guess it would be a little easy to just boost around the whole map. Win instantly. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the Katamari map. Got you. Fucking Venezuela. You thought you could get away? Thought you could slip past me? Did I get Antarctica? I mean, I guess I did. I'm rolling around. I don't see anything. Rest in peace, everyone on Earth. We had a good run. I did the backup reversal. Just a little squeaky sound. That's funny. Hooray! Hey, this guy isn't finished yet, so it's true. But I'm finished. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Again, I know I just streamed yesterday, and it's supposed to be a short one. It was a little short. 3 hours is fine. 3 hours is a good stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for being pro gamers. Feeble chances. Netflix live action 7-episode limited series Katamari. I love it. Yeah, you have to appreciate a piece of meat like this, which is like, yeah, there will never be Katamari show. There will never be Katamari movie. Thank God. All right. Catch you later. Peace out.